Boy, I bet you all didn't think you'd see us tonight.
We're not here.
We're not here. I'm not on a boat.
Myke took back me and Peter's vacation PTO.
I know. I screwed all that up. I'm sorry. It's my fault.
You'll hear from our union reps soon.
What's going on, boys?
Enjoying the time off. Happy holidays. Everybody.
Happy holidays.
Yeah.
Hope you guys had an awesome Christmas.
Yeah, it was good.
I think you guys probably had a better weekend than I did.
We finished the leftovers. So
There you go.
turkey now.
I still got some.
Oh, no, actually, I still have some, but it will be sandwiches. Although my wife eats the sandwiches.
See,
I don't
so
like
I thought it was a Christmas ham. You guys do turkey?
a ham. We always do or did turkey. Although last year we had the Jewish version, and that was Chinese.
Aha.
That's the Christmas
Okay.
story version.
Yeah.
The duck? You had a duck?
They probably had duck. I don't know.
It was my wife's birthday on Sunday, so
Happy birthday to the wife.
she had steak.
Happy belated.
Nice.
Yes, she did. So, what's going on, everybody? Yes, I'm here. What you see is
He's
not
live from the cruise.
yeah, the cruise that never
Pretty
was.
good reception there.
I know, right?
Good Wi-Fi.
Good Wi-Fi package. I was able to take my whole computer and everything. Why are you gonna make me depressed?
Sorry,
Was it
brother.
the SS Starship? Whatever. Spatula, whatever that thing is.
All right, the harmony of the seas.
How many of the seas?
Yeah, that's what we were supposed to be on. So, but you know what?
Well, it might have struck an iceberg. Remember, I was joking.
You never
That's so
know.
cold everywhere.
Exactly, you never know. It's funny because people we
They used
saw.
to have icebergs going near South Carolina down there. all the way down,
I have seen pictures because my wife has tortured herself by looking at pictures in one of the Facebook groups of the cruise people. And, well, let's see. There are several people on the cruise that don't have their luggage because of all the cancellations.
Cancellations and stuff. Ooh.
There are some people who didn't get on the boat because their flights were canceled.
Oof.
And
Yeah, that's why I was asking you the other day about that.
That's probably worse because,
yeah.
on the boat, you only need your swim trunks. That's pretty
Yeah.
much it, right?
Oh, well, but if you don't have those when you leave, right? So I mean, it was
They'll have shops on the boat.
a rough weekend.
Yeah.
And we were down to the last minute. Yeah, we were really we were looking forward to it for a year. And that was the tough part was our oldest got sick on like Wednesday, and we took him to the doctor on Thursday, and the doctor said, no, he's like in day 3 of a flu. And we're like, all right, so how long does the flu last? He goes, about 5 to 7 days maybe. So if he's in day 3, he could be fine by Saturday. So like, okay, so we'll take the chance that Jacob will be fine by Saturday, even if he's still, not feeling well on Friday. We'll double mask him, get him on the plane, get him to Florida. One more day of rest, and then if he's got to rest a day on the cruise ship, that's fine too. Okay. And then Thursday night, Seth started telling us he wasn't feeling well and his throat was scratchy, and he had a small fever. And we're like, oh boy, all right, so either this is going to be just a remnant of Jacob's flu, or maybe he's got a cold or something like that. So why don't we, we'll take, we'll see what happens in the morning. If he wakes up and he's okay, great. Off to the boat. Woke up Friday morning. My wife woke up at 6:30 in the morning, shook me and said, Seth's got 103 fever. And at that point, we knew we weren't going. So Michelle took him to the doctor because we figured if it was just something, if he just had a cold and he just had a fever because he was, his body was fighting something that might last a day, then maybe we'd wait till Saturday morning and then jump on a very early flight because the boat doesn't leave until, 5 o'clock. But came home with the flu and strep. And that about sealed the deal. So we, and then from there, my wife got sick and Spencer got sick. So everybody in the house except for me had fevers and some sort of virus. I'm the only one who had nothing. I barricaded myself down here all weekend. And so here we are. And thank you, Back from the Dead. He said, well, Myke, your loss is our gain. Thank you. So, and what's going on, chat? Oh, Sean says, hello. I know you're going to talk about Xbox Series X and PS5 that are ahead. And it would also be cool if you talk about what Intellivision Amico and Atari VCS games that are ahead, too. We could do that. This isn't
we're
just
talking about everything.
Yeah, I didn't.
Steam, whatever.
Yeah, don't forget about the Switch, my friend.
Don't forget about the Switch. We got
and the Nintendo.
Yeah,
we got big games coming.
Yeah, indeed.
Fun.
Yeah, perhaps Call of Duty. All depends.
Ooh.
Perhaps.
Antonina Khan has a Switch. We don't know if she does. Maybe.
Brother Lemon is in the house. Brother Lemon, I am so sorry that last week did not turn out to be the last show. I'm sorry, man. It was all intentions, brother. It really was. 68 Camaro is in the house. What's going on, brother? Rico Solo. He said, why don't you should just come to Maui. Well, we weren't headed in that direction, but that would have been nice.
Hey, where on Maui?
That's my brother Fred, my childhood friend. Yeah, we'll just all meet up. I tell you what, we're gonna have an NLG show there in Maui at his place.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I'll be there for spring break. Maui.
Let's go.
That's right. You're going in the spring to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, what?
No.
Wow.
Well,
I was thinking about for spring break, because my sister lives in San Francisco, and my daughter wanted to go see the Grand Canyon again. Of course, she was 2 years old when the last time we went, so she's like, I want to actually see it this time.
Nice.
So we're thinking about heading that way. So for spring break, so it seems like we're all. Well, when are you going back on the cruise? You said June, right?
Yeah, we're now looking at June, right after school gets out. And you know what? The truth of the matter is, we booked this thing because it was close to Seth's bar mitzvah, and really didn't think about the fact that there would also be a frigid snap that was not only in the U.S., but I've seen pictures on that same Facebook group of people, they stopped off in Nassau, right, the Bahamas, wearing long sleeves and a hoodie. So, was it going to be 90 degrees in Puerto Rico? Yes. However, on the way and on the way back, there's a good chance it was in the 60s and 70s, which means we wouldn't have been able to use, my wife had already canceled one of the excursions because it's all in water. At 70 degrees, I don't think we would have been really using a lot of the, like the outdoor pool amenities and the water slides and all that stuff. I think that in the end, going into summer, we're going to have a much better time.
Yeah.
So,
with that, the weather, all the craziness at the airports. Because you were taking Southwest, right?
Oh yeah,
So they were doing quite a bit of canceling. That's a mess.
that's a mess.
They're now being
And
investigated.
yeah, and who knows?
Cancellations for customer service and stuff. So.
Well, and who knows if we come back on Saturday and we can't get a flight back, right? I've got friends that are stuck. Actually, they're in Texas, where around where you are, Chris. They're stuck there because they can't get a flight back. So between that, people lost luggage. I mean, a number of different things could have happened to us. We could have gotten sick while we were on the boat, right? Because somebody else, thank goodness.
And then they quarantine you in your rooms.
Right.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Nobody had, none of this was COVID. Not that I'm sure that even matters anymore. The flu knocked out Jacob for a couple days, so, but it could have been much worse. Things happen. Our travel agent was smart enough to just get us the travel insurance, and she said, "Yeah, we signed you up for it, and we're gonna bill you for it, and that's it." And you know
That's
what?
what we did when Disney. Yeah.
Smartest move. We'll get back 90%.
It's worth the money.
Yep. We'll get 90% back. We did get our money back from Southwest. The only thing we lost was the hotel. And you know what? And it turns out the trip we're looking at will cost us less. Because, Seth kind of wanted the balcony suites. And when we were looking again, I said, Seth, do you really want balcony, or can you just get a room that with a hole that looks like you're looking out of SpongeBob's house? And he said, I'll go with whatever. So I'm like, there you go. So we're gonna save money too, even losing a little bit on this. So it is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is. So.
Glad everybody's on the mend.
They are, and thank you, Sister Trinity. So, and welcome everybody. They're piling in. Brother Carl, Skull and Andy Pat is here. They had steak for Christmas Eve and turkey for Christmas Day. Very nice. Brother Lance is here. That's an awesome green screen and background. Yeah. Interesting fact: the Titanic sank because the people were seeing illusions. I don't think they imagined that iceberg, Carl.
Imagine it too late.
Right. Cousin Born is here. I wouldn't want to be near an active volcano. That's. Brother Luke is here. Luke he put up a video. I haven't checked it out yet. There's been this thing going around where somebody has ported part of or just the TMNT Cowabunga collection to the Dreamcast. I know. I caught that. It showed up in my feed, and I'm like, what? So I'm going to be checking that out shortly after the show's over. So.
Now Mike is rushing through the show.
Right. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Good night, everyone. Right, 2023. Right, 2023. Games are coming. Good night, everyone. So I'm glad you guys, though, seriously, glad you guys had a great weekend. What did you guys do? Did you guys have family? Did you, what did you guys do for Christmas?
It's just my wife and my daughter. Had a good time.
Excellent.
Did you make another turkey, Peter?
I bought just turkey breast without bones. So boneless turkey breast this time from Costco. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. There you go.
Nice.
Really. Should have done that the first time at at Thanksgiving. That would have been
I'll tell you what, next time you come in Texas for Thanksgiving, you come over or Christmas, I'll make you a turkey. I'm making mean turkey. I don't like to brag, but I've been doing it for years. It kind of found my perfection on what I use and.
Nice.
Yeah, we did our Christmas with the wife's family. We kind of did an early Christmas with my family. My sister came in town, so we did that early in the week, and then just spent early Christmas at the wife's parents' house, and I made a turkey. They like you were saying, Myke, like we did get a ham, but everybody chose, no, let's just do a turkey. It wasn't gonna be a lot of us, so, and they bought another like a 23-pound turkey, so that's a lot. So that put it in the oven. That took me 5 hours, but that's my favorite part. When you see me carving a turkey, you're gonna see me dancing too, because I'm like, ooh, a little piece here. Oh yeah, good stuff. So.
Nice.
Don't put a plate. Don't put them out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so.
So how do you cook it? Do you?
So no, I do it in the oven. I do it. I have the big old pan. Yeah, and like I do it a couple hours uncovered, and then get that tan, and I baste it every hour.
Okay.
And I do inject it. I got some butter, some secret seasoning.
I inject the turkey with.
No, I do. I inject it into the
Botox
breast.
right after that.
Yeah, it's funny because you inject it, you see it swell up.
Sir?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Trust me, it helps. It comes out moist. It tastes good. And so my daughter, Thanksgiving was her first time we showed her, look, here's a piece of turkey. And then when I was carving, she'd come over and start picking at it. And so when I did the one for Christmas, she came over and she noticed that all the drippings on the bottom, all this the good stuff. So she was dipping the turkey in there like it was dipped, getting that good butter and all that stuff. So, but no, we enjoyed it. We had a good time, and everybody was happy. Now so of course, you know how it is when you get your kids something for Christmas, and it's like you end up putting it together. So I've been doing that. Today I started putting I got her trampoline, which I told y'all about that little.
Yes, you did.
The Amazon thing that was ruined, the surprise, but yeah. So
Nice.
Ooh,
it's fun.
I found it. No, I've gotta try this before. Let me see if I can download it. I gotta try this before Myke and Digital Eclipse do a takedown on this. So please forgive me, Myke, if you're watching. Please forgive me, man. But I'm the Dreamcast. I'm a Dreamcast guy. I've got to try this. I'm reading through the notes on it. Hold on, I gotta show you guys this.
The show's getting a copyright strike now.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Let me Oh, look, it's Sister Trinity, which we're gonna be, we'll be checking in with her later because I think she's streaming tonight too. Hold on. Let me. There we go. Let me blow this up a little bit.
I can't see.
I know. So I did find it, Luke. I found it on. Yep, I found it on archive.org. So brother Driz is in the house. What's up, man? You know what we got to do for Driz early this year? We need to do some Fall Guys. Yep.
Yeah. What another new game? I forgot what it's called.
Oh, the upcoming one. Yeah. The upcoming one that we one of the few bright spots of the Party Animals.
Yeah.
It was called Party Animals. So, all right, here we go. The moment you've been waiting for is finally here. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection for the Sega Dreamcast. This collection features one of the best coded GUIs created for an indie release and the first of its kind to feature 4 emulators which all return back to the main menu. And that is not all. Nice. 11 games. We are talking awesome sound and 60 FPS for some of these. Bonus game. Oh, features some fun TMNT ROM hacks. Also, Dreamboard TMNT Remix and Spectrum Games with CDDA music. Full soundtracks. VMU icons. Okay, dude. And see, I this is apparently going to be. Apparently, this is a self-boot CDI, so I will not need my system disk to boot this. Yeah, I this might have to be a stream. This might have to get streamed, guys, because holy crap.
I'm waiting for another stream of you. Remember last week? Those fighting games?
I know.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna. So, all right. But what happened on Thursday? What did I end up streaming on Thursday?
50th.
Oh yeah, the 50th collection. And then, so I'm not gonna lie. Look, I was, and thank you, Peter, again. I was bummed out Friday night and Saturday. I mean, I was not in a good mood. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to stream anything. But hanging out with you and Nate Saturday night was very helpful, as it always is. So, no emulators. You'll need real... So here you go, Luke. You'll need to own real Dreamcast hardware to enjoy this release. Emulators were very unstable and buggy. So, trust me, we will find out, Luke, how this runs on real hardware. Damn right we will. So, see? Sir X-Man, what's up, brother? He heard Dreamcast and came a-running. So did... there's Brother Rich, Bacon Ice Cream Productions. Hey, Brother Rich, watch the beginning of my Atari 50th collection video, you know? Just saying. Axel 1324, another Sega brother. So they heard we were talking about this. Look at this though.
We should make this as Sega channel, because you mentioned Sega,
and they all start running.
They all start showing up.
I'm
See, even
yep.
Dreamcast, I'm there.
Mike's Sega Foot Clan.
All right,
Nintendo Ninja Turtles are outnumbered.
I am feverishly in the middle of downloading this. I will be burning this. I might even do it while we're Hold on.
Look, even Axel.
Did someone say?
Did somebody say?
Yes, we did. Look at this. I even have. Look, you guys don't even know. I don't even think some of you young bucks might not know what these are. But I got CDRs to burn this fucker with. There's going to be some
optical cartridges.
Yes, there's going to be. What's up with the Dreamcast stuff though? Yes, love my Power Stone, Sir X-Man. And man, X hung out.
What's the Power Stone?
What?
What Power Stone?
Oh, Capcom Power Stone for the Dreamcast. One of Capcom's. I'll be honest with you, probably one of Capcom's top 3 games all time. Right? Street Fighter, of course, but Power Stone is just a special game. So, what's up, Jose? Jose Perez in the house. No.
Yeah, my first Sega, that was the Microsoft Xbox.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. My brother had the Sega in a minute.
Oh, Brother Rich has been doing a lot on the 50th collection. I'm going to do another 50th stream because what I want to do is I want to start now looking at the various game versions that are in the 50th collection. So, there are some great memories that I was enjoying while playing, and I went through the entire 50th collection, the history piece, and I'm not gonna lie, when I got to the Atari computer section and the 5200 section, I got a little emotional because that was my first real computer.
They should do a Commodore 64 version of that.
For the Atari?
Even though many games are already there, but just all the history and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, the whole documentary.
Well,
That's
plus
fantastic.
the the story of Jack Tramiel, who ended up not only dominating with the Commodore, with Commodore, but then ended up buying Atari and owning Atari.
Mm-hmm.
So it came full circle.
Yeah.
So,
Who knows? Hopefully that's in the
Yeah.
pipeline.
so man, I can't wait for this thing to finish downloading. Gonna be burning this
See,
sucker.
that's what I'm saying. It's going to be a very short show.
Yes. So, Jago said I watched that stream, Mike, and he was crying all emotional like a little girl. I was, what? Oh, man. So, I throw massive money at Digital Clips, keep doing collections like this. It was so, absolutely.
For Cowabunga and this last, the 50th, I think people are going to be looking towards them to be doing these collections.
Yeah, because they
Yeah.
hired, who was the guy's name? Came from Harmonix before it was an official Xbox magazine. I forgot his name. But he's for, the whole thing for the documentary piece. So, I mean, you have to have him full time, then more like this will come.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think who you're talking about.
Yeah, the name is on my tip of my tongue.
And he's at Digital Clips now?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
Dan. First name I think is Dan.
Oh, we can take a look. That's okay. The team. Here's the team. Stephen Frost, who I do want to get on. I'm going to talk to Myke about getting Stephen Frost on.
I my Twitters.
Chris Kohler, Kevin Wilson, Andrew Dye, Tom Russo, Drew Scanlon. I don't see anything about Harmonix. I don't know.
It's Harmonix. It's one of the.
I mean, Stephen.
Maybe he's not listed as on the team though.
Maybe. Who knows? But anyway. No, but that's okay. Dreadpool's in the house. Yeah. Well,
Stapleman? Dan Stapleman?
Dan Stapleman.
Is that it?
I do not see a Dan Stapleman on here.
Something like that.
No. Dan Stapleman. That
Maybe it's not
sounds
something like that.
Stapleton?
Dreadpool, well, no.
Dan Stapleton?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, he works for IGN.
Maybe he did that too.
I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't know.
anyway, so it's funny because this collection for the Dreamcast does not appear to be it's weird that they're calling it that. I just think that opens them up. I think that opens them up to trouble with Digital Eclipse. I mean, obviously you can certainly emulate this stuff anywhere you want, but
Yeah.
so, but it's almost downloaded, so I'm looking very forward to seeing what this is, and how well it runs. I mean, I know what it is, but I want to see how well it runs. So, oh man, so they're talking about all kinds of good stuff in here. So, Jose said they need to do a Jaguar collection, and since they got the Jaguar, emulator working as well as they did, and let me tell you, on that 50th collection, a Jaguar emulator is tight. I'd love to see some more Jag games. I know that Myke talked about it when he was here. They couldn't get Alien vs. Predator because of the licensing. So, unfortunately, you might not get games like that per se, But I'd love to see some other Jag games get in. Power Drive Rally. I'd love to see Defender 2000. I don't think people remember that was a game. So, Jose Luke wants a Coleco Mini. I'd take a Coleco Mini. Actually, I wouldn't take a Mini at this point. So, Brother Myke, what are you burning again? Oh, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection for the Sega Dreamcast. Thanks to Brother Luke who turned me on to this. Defender 2000 was a Minter game. So,
you know, the best mini consoles that were made, in my opinion, are like the C64 and the Amiga Mini, because they support out of the box loading your own games.
See, that's nice. And being able to use
I wish they all did.
Yep. Yes, Jeff Minter is doing AKR. Except that what's funny about that, and you find that out by playing the 50th. That's not necessarily. That wasn't his game. It was actually the original was Mike Haley and Dave Ralston. So Minter is picking it up to finish off, a new version of it. So, and that's one of the upcoming games that I'm looking forward to in 2023. We're gonna on my next Atari 50th stream, we're gonna play the prototype that never came out in the arcade. So,
I wonder if that More Distracted, the story he's talking about in New York City, is that the same one that the Iron Lords and go to Mr. Lee, even 108 Dragon, if he's still listening, if he can confirm that, because they said they were getting all kinds of stuff from that guy.
Oh yeah, Brother Nate's here. I hate all the panel members. Like, oh my god. Nate, if you're,
we hate you too.
That's all right. With only the best love, man.
Yes.
No. I'm curious. What do I have that can burn CDIs at this moment? I'm trying to see what I got. I'm like I can't even think straight now. I can't even friggin' think straight. Thanks, Luke. you got me.
Yeah, he derailed the whole show.
He derailed the whole show. You guys are gonna have to take over. I don't even know what I have to burn this with. Hold on, I gotta burn CDI. Can I burn it with the what software do I have on here? I've got CyberLink. Wonder if CyberLink will do it.
So everything Mike talks about for 23 is going to be, well, I could do this on the Sega this and Sega that. And,
right.
Yeah.
What is up, Salvatore?
Is going to do a Sega collection. And speaking of that, I mean, that would be cool. What do y'all think would be their next collection of work? I know y'all mentioned Jaguar. What else could they do like they did, like the Cowabunga? What other franchise? Because we know if it's something that's tied with Nintendo, it's probably not going to happen.
No.
That's owned by Nintendo,
The
right?
Epics collection.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. So it would have to have, right, Peter? It'd have to have Summer Games 2, Winter Games 2,
California Games.
Have to have World Games.
World Games.
So we could do Cliff
California
Diving
Games.
and California Games 1 and 2. Trying to think. Oh, and it would not be complete. And I think Mike Michael would do it without Jumpman and Jumpman Jr. Those were epics. Did you ever play Jumpman, Peter?
I don't remember.
Oh my goodness.
Let me look it up.
Jumpman was the first. I don't want to say it. I don't think it predated Donkey Kong, but it was very close to that look.
When y'all say epics,
EPYX.
EP what?
EPYX.
YX. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not epic like epic EPEC. Not like epic.
Yeah.
No. No, this is Epics. Let me see if I can find a.
I'm looking up there to see if there's anything that I know y'all talk about summer games.
I might have played it.
Here.
I don't think I was very interested.
Why talk about 2023 when we could talk retro? Now you guys are getting my. All right.
Like, wait a minute.
All right, here we go.
What Sean said, he said, don't just talk about Xbox and PlayStation.
There you go, Sean. This is for you, brother.
We
4x4 off-road racing. Barbarian. Remember Barbarian, Peter?
Yeah.
I remember Barbarian. Barbarian 2. What else? Blue Lightning was on Jaguar and Lynx. Blue Lightning was a combat sim. Boulder Dash.
Possible Mission.
Yes, Impossible Mission. Boulder
Fun
Dash
too.
construction set. Remember Boulder Dash?
Yeah.
California Games 2 Championship Wrestling. I forgot that was. That's right, Pit Stop was Epic's. They made some incredibly great games.
Yeah.
Curse of Ra. Remember Temple of Apshi? Oh my goodness. This is me going down a rabbit hole right now. Dragon's Eye, Dragon Riders of Pern.
International Karate.
Yes. Oh, you know the developer who created IK Plus? He passed away this week.
Was it Archer McLean?
Yes.
Yeah. Sad.
That was sad. It was really sad. I played the heck out of, because at the time, so IK Plus and IK Plus was the closest thing you could get to Karate Champ without using two sticks. And how they made it work was wild. I had an International Karate on the Atari 8-bit. I had IK Plus on the ST. Gateway to Apshi. Apshi was so good. Impossible Mission.
I think I remember winter games and summer games, but other than that, I don't.
Jumpman.
Anything else?
Jumpman was just. I love Jumpman. Jumpman Jr., LA Crackdown. What else was there? You're right. Pit Stop. Gosh. Pit Stop 2 was such the better game, though.
Pit Stop.
Revenge of Defender. Pit Stop was basically a racing game.
Mm-hmm.
What
Did it
else?
come out on Sega, Nintendo?
No. It was out on Apple II, Atari, Commodore, PC, TRS-80, the Trash 80, and whatever the Nintendo Virtual Console. Ricochet. Remember Ricochet? I remember Ricochet.
Maybe
Street Sport. Oh, they did the Street Sports stuff, Peter. Street Sports, baseball, basketball, football, soccer. There's summer games.
But,
Temple of Apshi.
yeah, I would like to see that.
World Karate Championship. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to derail us into epics, but good lord. What great stuff.
Treasure.
Rich said there's 14 of those on Evercade now. No. Jago said, I don't know how Myke and Peter remember all these old games. I could barely remember last week.
Yeah. See, that's what I said. I need you guys to help me remember a lot of these. Papa Pete and DJC and Rich, and talk about some of these old school games and all that. It's like, especially when you got Papa Pete and DJC, they can sit there and reach to the shelf.
Yeah.
You can call that in game.
No, I can't.
Amazing.
I can't lie. I don't have any of the old Epic stuff. I wish I did, but there's nothing to play it on. Like that's DOSBox stuff right there. In fact,
I never had anything original. It's all.
No,
I'm still hoping. So, one good news over the holidays. So my mom is moving from Florida, coming down this way.
Oh, nice.
And so she will be going through her storage up there, and I've already told her, if you come across any of my stuff, your old toys, old gaming systems, save it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping. Got my fingers crossed. So.
Can't hook it up to anything,
That way-
but you know.
And then if
I'm
I get
wondering
that
if you
box,
need to go down there and make it sure.
well,
Otherwise, like,
Yeah,
this is
that's right.
cold.
yeah. So no, hopefully I can get a box, and then we'll do maybe I'll do a stream where I just pull out stuff.
Oh, that would be awesome. I would love for you to do that. I mean, I did a
He
little
says
bit
if
of
this Pokemon claim it.
I did a little bit of C64 for Peter at my RetroArch, my VCS RetroArch video. Did Blue Max and Summer Games too. Which I will admit, I think the C64 had better sound than the Atari 8-bit stuff. I just have an affinity for Atari 8 when it comes to that stuff.
So like my buddy Fred in chat said, how about a TG16 collection?
So
Which
and there is a
what
TurboGrafx Mini
I
out
remember
there.
playing that.
There's a Mini out there.
Yeah.
Now you want to talk
Well, there
TurboGrafx?
is, yeah.
You want to talk TurboGrafx? That is DJC's. That's Chuck's forte.
But to bring a proper collection like what Eclipse has been able to do, where you can show the box art and a little bit of
yeah.
the original stuff where
I feel like they can add games to that collection.
No, they might even. No.
Yeah.
that would be that some DLC. I mean, keep adding to it as time goes by.
I'm trying to find who owns the Epic stuff right now, because
I don't know.
theoretically, let's see.
But it's probably
Currently owned by Bridgestone
like
Media.
yeah, I mean, the C64 Mini and stuff. I mean, they got a license for it, so
Yeah,
they're definitely willing to do something.
yeah. Bridgestone Multimedia Group owns Epic's stuff. I would love for them to be able to add some Epic's games to the Atari 50th collection under like the Atari 8-bit and stuff. Cuz that would be awesome. That is, yeah. So California Games Impossible Mission was supposed to come out on Nintendo DS, PSP, and Wii. But I don't know if that ever happened. I mean, California Games does show Virtual Console in 2008. I'd be interested to know if it's in there. But I would love to see some of those come back. So, is Epic releasing TurboGrafx 16 games? I don't think so. No. Alright, so just so everybody knows, I'm burning this disc. I got image burn. I'm burning it. Write image file to disk. Let's find a... Please select a file. Downloads. Where the hell is it? Where is it? Oh wait, I gotta unrar it first. I know. Ooh. Oh, so it's got VMU.jpg. It's got VMU JPEGs. That's interesting. I wonder how that works. So, I'm burning the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga collection for the Sega frickin' Dreamcast. Hold on, I gotta see what this. Oh, okay. So that's what it is. The
Panda Sub says nothing like broadcasting piracy.
You darn
Got a
right.
set of balls.
So that's what the VMU looks like. That's cool. It's not exactly piracy. These games are it's being done by an indie developer. Hey, you could play it on your Dreamcast there, Panda. Her.
It's probably already playing it. You just had to pause it.
Uh-huh.
Type in a chat.
Oh, wow. He even has covers. This is wild. Where'd Chris go?
I don't know.
Chris
Maybe
has
look
like
at his storage box.
right. So, all right. I'm burning it, Peter. I'm burning it right now.
All right.
It might blow our computer up. Might blow up my.
Don't let the smoke out.
Yep.
That would be
All right.
bad.
Wait. I don't want it on a. Oh yeah. Hold on. Make sure that is a good CDR. It is. He's playing the Last of Us remastered on his Dreamcast. The emulation is off the chain, dog. All right. Come on, let me click the thing. Logical unit is in process of becoming ready. Oh, it's ready. All right, let's see. Free space. All right. She's a burning. Rich said he got a copy of it too. So, this is what it's all about.
Man.
This is what it's all about. You see, we don't just talk about Xbox and PlayStation and Switch here and Steam. We talk about old games too. So,
What about the NES and Super NES? What?
no, I said we don't just talk about the PlayStation and all that stuff. We talk about Sega too.
No, we're an Xbox show.
That's true, we are, aren't we?
Some days we're an Amico show.
Some days we are an Amico show. Not like Amico Forever, which is happening on. Oh, we're taking a week off on, and they're coming back on the 4th. So, if she's a burn, and you need to tell her to get that checked out, brother. So, all right, it's 4% complete.
So we got 4%. How much? Oh, it's only 4% complete.
It's only 4% complete.
All right, so we got 96% of the show to go.
That's right. So, all right. So, man, I don't even know where to go from here except to.
Well, we can.
What have you guys? What? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was just saying that we can. What we could do is, we can talk about PlayStation, and then we can talk about Xbox, and then Nintendo, and then whatever else we're looking forward to next year from Evercade.
I think we
really talk about Amico. I mean, yes.
Well, we could talk about what we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
So
I mean, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, Atari VCS stuff that I'm looking forward to. I don't know if there might come a point to where you guys get one.
I do want one, but I don't know if I'm going to pay that much.
Well, they're down to are they still down to $250? Let me see. They were on sale, and then there was this on again. There was this on again, off again, about whether or not they were stopping production of their console. So they had canceled, and I forgot to bring this up last week. They actually canceled their contract with their current manufacturer, and that led to a ton of people speculating that there was something going on, that they were going to get out of the hardware business. They did turn around and say that they were still. Let me get the whole quote, because I want to make sure I do this correct. So right now, the all-in bundle, the bundle that I have, is $299.99 on their site. That's if you get the VCS, the classic controller, and the modern controller. Which, by the way, I have realized with the Atari 50th collection, you do need both controllers if you want to really enjoy that game correctly. Because not all the games run with the classic controller. In fact, it tells you which controller works with each game. So like every game works with the modern controller out of the, regardless. Some games that work with the classic controller, there is an icon that tells you. And I didn't realize that at first. And once I realized, I really need to play most of this stuff with the modern controller, then everything was cool. Let's see. For a number of reasons, on the Atari, like on Star Raiders for the Atari 5200, which was a hell of a game to put in this collection. Star Raiders was honestly the killer app for the Atari computer and the 5200. And on the modern controller, the left stick is kind of like the old style joystick. The right analog stick. The sound of completion. That didn't sound right at all. Let me try.
It was the sound of money.
That didn't sound good.
Stream on. You go ahead and go do your thing. We'll keep talking.
Well, what I might do is don't tempt me. It is. I'm waiting for it. Let's see. Can I eject? Let's see what it looks like. Relic! What's up, Relic? Nate says, no wonder Mike's married. Scepter says, I know that sound well. Niall! Alright. Oh, yeah. It's burned, baby. Oh. Billy. It's the Billy Baru. That was the sound of the pirate police knocking at your door. I'm pretty sure this is not pirated material. So
the Eclipse Patrol.
Yeah. To be fair, Atari, they're not doing great. They did. I mean, their hardware revenue is not good. But exactly, I own it on another platform. So. But they are looking to resume their VCS manufacturing. So I think what they're going to do is they're going to sell out of what they have and then not manufacture anything else until they're ready. So if you want just the base unit with no controllers, it's $199. I would strongly suggest, if you're interested in it, to get the $299 Onyx bundle or the Walnut bundle. I mean, and again, you also have to remember that you can get every single one of these games on Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Steam. So, I mean, one of the nice things about it is that I can use it for emulation as well, right? So. You kind of do. You want it if you want the classic controller, right? Yeah. That's what you're really getting it for.
The modern nostalgia look of the Atari.
And the fact that it is an Atari console, at the end of the day, for me, I waited to get the 50th because I felt like that was the right place to play these games. I just felt like it was the right place to play the games. So, anyway, so they're still selling them. I know Relic says he doesn't believe they're going to make any more. But if they're not, they've got to sell through their stock first. And look, how do they do that? They're going to need some games that you can only get on this system. I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah.
But
they can't afford to do that. They need to sell. I mean, like you said, they're not selling hardware, really making money off the hardware, but they can make money off the software. But they can't really make that much doing that only on VCS. There's just not enough VCSs out there.
Well, and that's and look, I mean, the Atari 50th, the VCS was the last platform for it to come out on. So,
why don't some of these old school like Atari and television and so on? What we need is someone with a lot of money. We need Elon Musk to buy them all up, combine them, and where we get all the games on.
There you go.
You can
Shows
bring
in one package. It's called the Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get all that in the Tesla cart.
Yeah.
Well, so, all right. So that takes us
I would like to see Microsoft buying television at least, and then like
there you go.
They're like a separate division, right? You got the television division. Ooh, maybe Atari, and then let them do their thing.
Now that would be
in Game Pass, and then they can have their own little niche system.
That would be wild to have Atari. But I'm not sure Atari is worth acquiring. I mean, and I think Atari is going to
get IPs there that for the nostalgia. I mean, over the years, I mean, when our generation is gone, do you think that those Atari games will still be sought out there? I mean, you will have people out there who like collecting that stuff and vintage and all that, whatever. But when our generation is gone, I mean, we're the last generation that played that stuff. We started that.
You're
Once
right.
we're gone. I mean, it's like, who's gonna care?
No, you're right about that.
Who knows?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I think that.
I mean, we do like your kids. We're raising our kids. You're like Myke. Your kids. They played the old school stuff. So, but
yeah, but they're few and far.
This, mobile and VR stuff. Like my daughter wanted a VR headset for Christmas. She thought I was going to get her one. I said no. I was, but not when they went up to $100.
No.
Costco. If you're looking for the Quest 2, Costco still had the 256 for
really?
$399.
Oh, nice.
For $399?
Yeah, the old price.
I thought it was $299 price.
That was the 128, I think.
Yeah. No. I mean, there are some great. Yeah, I don't know why Kasumi Ninja was not in that collection and that Fight for Life was. I don't know why. So that was a mystery because Kasumi Ninja was a decent Jaguar fighting game. Oh, Carla said this commentary is awesome fire. And we're touching a lot of retro hearts tonight, and we haven't even gotten to the games ahead.
Well, like you have Evercade. They've been pretty successful in bringing us the retro collections. I mean, if anybody's doing it right, they've done very well.
They are. No, they are, and Rich would agree with you.
Yeah.
So, you should do some Evercade content, Chris. That's the one thing we're missing here.
I need to add. I know, and yeah. And there was a collection coming up here that had a like 10-yard fight and some sports games that I want to pick up.
Yeah. And you know, there's a lot of the retro stuff, whether it's reimagined, whether it is recharged, whether it is remade. There seems to be a taste for it, and so people are trying it.
Yeah.
One of the reasons that collecting has gotten so expensive is because people are doing it. Oh, thank you, Sister Trinity. Yep, she's getting ready to jump on herself and stream. We'll check in with her a little later, of course. And I've got a little something. Let me just check something, because I am feeling good since we are here today. I just need to double check something and see if something works. But
checking.
I think there's a lot of desire for it. The question is, you know, where is it going to land? I think in Atari's case, you know, I think the nostalgia does run deep for me. So yeah. I'm happy to have an Atari VCS. But I wouldn't say specifically, oh, you have to absolutely have one, because there really, in that case, there isn't anything other than the spinning controller stick that differentiates it from anything else. And that's the way Atari wants it. And that's okay. So, you know, you don't have to have it, because you can get the games anywhere else. So you could get the Atari 50th on half a dozen different consoles, right? You can get Gravitar recharged. You can get Breakout recharged. You can get those. I will say that the classic controller makes them better.
But Atari needs to do a better job selling that.
Yes.
Like, this is the reason why you want to buy VCS. But I don't think they probably don't have the money to really market it.
They really don't.
To really. So why? It's like Relic brought up that they should be doing more with indie games, having exclusives, but I just don't think they have enough there to really make it worthwhile for indies to feel like they can make money off of it being only on VCS. But I mean, they should at least try for, like, at least up and coming indie developers working with some to, like, why can't they reimagine some of their classics, like Pitfall, whatever. I don't know how much of the IP they can control.
Well,
use. I don't know.
Pitfall's not Atari. Pitfall's Activision.
No, I know, but I mean, couldn't they, work with some of these up and coming indies to help refresh some of these old school games only on Atari?
Well,
when they don't have to spend a lot of money, because these devs that are trying to make a name for themselves, they're not gonna. They know that, okay, I'm not gonna be able to make a lot of money on my first game or so on, but they got to be smart about it. I think like in television, they got with several developers to try to refresh a lot of television games or this or that to make it worthwhile. There are some that are exclusives.
And that's the difference. Is there are some games that are probably going to show up on the Xbox and stuff, but they're also not going to show up. There's the bulk of their catalog is going to show up on hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully their own console. But see, the other difference is, and I've spoken about this many times, and everybody knows that DJC and I are testing systems right now. That controller. The other thing about the Atari VCS, and I'm not bagging it because I own one, so obviously I love it, and that's where I'm buying the Atari games. The modern controller, if you watch anybody in the chat or who's watching this now who watched my unboxing or watched my controller video on the VCS, the modern controller, I'm surprised I'm surprised Microsoft did not sue Atari for blatantly copying the Xbox Series X controller. I mean, blatantly. In fact, give me a second. This is the part of the show where I get up and go get something. I will show you guys. Hang on.
But the Nintendo, their controller that's similar to Xbox.
Yeah,
Pretty close too. The Pro controller. Yeah, I have one.
Well, I know
Yeah,
it right,
the
because
show.
PowerA did the controller. But for those who have not seen, yeah. So and which controller is that, Peter?
It's the Nintendo Pro.
So that same thing. So there's the Nintendo Pro. Here, let's do this. I think I should be able to do this. Give me a second here.
But like Xbox doesn't have a patent on the look though.
They,
I mean, it's
I don't know if they do or not. They probably
right?
don't. All right, hang on. Let me do this. All right, Peter, show the controller. All right, so that's the Nintendo Pro controller, which looks exactly like an Xbox controller.
The other Peter.
Yeah. And here's the VCS controller, and I mean,
Well, yeah, you got the power button in the middle, right?
right. You got the power button in the middle. You've got the D-pad. It almost exactly. I mean, it is almost like a shell, and you even have the A, B, X, Y in the same spot. The triggers are. I mean, everything is dimensionally correct, and so even the back grips are precisely. I mean, they literally.
Are the triggers analog?
Yeah, these are.
Why they? Okay, because I don't think on the Pro controller they are. They feel
So-
very.
That's that. The thing about the Amico is the controller is totally different, and this should not get in any trouble, but there's a screen on it that you can touch. There's things that it can do that are really cool. So there's a differentiator in that between that and the things that Atari is doing. Now, let's be fair.
My prediction: the PlayStation
VCS
6,
is out.
instead of the touchpad, will have that as a screen as well.
We'll have a little mini screen on it. You're probably right. No, they have orange on the left thumbstick and right trigger. Totally different. Can't you see that shot? And don't get me wrong. This is a wonderful design. I mean, I love the Xbox control. Oh, hold on. I got to get Chris back. Sorry.
Actually, double.
Yeah,
I have not even been drinking.
The other Peter.
The other Peter. So, all right, there we go. I like the VCS controller. I like the classic controller, but it's not enough of a differentiator when the games are all, Scepter says I don't know about that D-pad. It's a nice D-pad. I like the rolling. I like the roll across it, which is also what I like about the Amico controller is the ability for your finger to just roll on the disc.
What about the disc on the Microsoft Elite controllers?
Now I don't have an Elite controller, but the X controller is just a regular D-pad. So I mean,
right.
You said the X, which one? Elite?
Yeah.
I don't have. Oh, you've got Elite.
Yeah.
Hang
You
on.
have the,
Hang on. No, I should be able to.
you have the disco, the disco.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. All right. Show your Elite.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Show it.
Hold it up. Hold it up to the light.
You don't see it.
There we
You
go.
see it.
There we go. So yeah, I mean that looks a little bit more like what the VCS controller kind of looks like.
Yeah.
So yeah, Relic. I mean, having time with the Amico controller, it's but that's the differentiator. That's the thing. Now, again, to be fair, and not to put a finer point on it, the VCS is out. Amico's not. So there's true statement. Can they get it out this year? That's one of the things that I know people are looking forward to. So
When do you think if you had a choice, where would you launch the Amico?
Well,
Yeah,
let's
since we're on that,
let's get into
Nick is
that.
gonna be our first topic for 23.
All right, go ahead, Peter.
We'll go from there.
No, I'm asked you.
No, well, I know, but you got to get us to the next topic.
Oh, sorry. 2023. The game's ahead.
Game's ahead. All right. So finish that question. When would you rather launch?
When do you think Amico should launch their console?
As soon as humanly frickin' possible.
Yeah.
Say you could launch it January 1st. Would you do it January 1st, or would you wait for a better suitable?
See, January would be okay because a lot of people have holiday money they just got.
They gotta just spend it all. Now they're broke.
No. Hey, S-Mill, what's up? S-Mill says, somebody once argued with me the Amico controller disc is not a D-pad because a D-pad has a cross on it. True or false? All right, so I'm gonna show the VCS controller again real quick. The VCS controller does not have a cross on it, and it's considered a digital pad. The D only stands for digital. So it's a
directional.
Or direction. Well, maybe directional. I'm sorry, directional.
I think directional.
What did I say? I said digital. I meant directional. I apologize.
Okay.
The D stands for directional. So it doesn't matter if it has a cross on it or not. And just to hold this back up again, yes, you can roll across it, but this is not a spinner either. So this is not a spinner like the classic controller on the VCS. You do have to
64
touch.
point, right?
It is, but you have to touch it. The difference is as you roll across, you're touching those points. So it's S-Mill, it's also not a traditional D-pad. It's a disc. And on the original controller, or the original Intellivision, it was called the disc. So it is. I would call it a disc. So January, I think January would, but the other time to launch it, I think, would be right around tax time.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil 2 will be out before the Amico. Shut up, Niall.
Do you hear a lot of people go shopping for stuff after tax time?
No, but it is a time when you've got money. If you're getting a refund back, you typically get.
People pay off their Christmas bills.
Especially families with kids.
True.
I don't know.
Maybe they
get
money back for those kiddos.
I don't know. I wouldn't launch it in the summer because people are on vacation.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna do it, I don't know. We've been waiting for 2 years, so I think at this point, it is as soon as they can get the damn thing out. And I'll tell you what's, I can't show anything, but I'm going to get myself in a little trouble. But I don't care because there is a level of kind of, I don't want to say mounting frustration, and I feel it for the people at Intellivision because I know, it's no secret that I talked to Phil Adam, John Alvarado. Those guys are feverishly trying to get this out the door. And the whole reason Chuck and I have been testing it is because with COVID, it's been tough for them to do anything other than a couple public events where it's controlled, whether it's, that kind of thing. And then just trying to navigate not being a small business that had to close their doors and shut down because of COVID. So the fact that they're just even in this position, is a miracle. So that said, I'm gonna tell you something, and Phil might yell at me for saying this, but last week I wanted to see. It's one thing for Seth and I to be playing it. We've played it before. We know it. We've seen it. Hold on, it might be him texting me. Shut up, Myke.
Shut down the stream.
Right.
It's gonna get copyright strike
that's right.
Dreamcast shenanigans.
A buddy of mine.
Digital Eclipse.
A buddy of mine has his birthday was a couple weeks ago, and he has his own birthday party, and he's got kids. But he is also an old Intellivision guy like me. And one of his favorite games, him and I talked about this like a year and a half ago, was Astro Smash. Shut up, Niall. Okay, stop. So he had his annual birthday party right at his house. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Seth and I have played it. Spencer's played it. I want to see. I think it's my personal opinion, off the record. I think the console is in good shape. It is. I can't give specifics on what I've played. I can't. You all have seen Astro Smash, right? Shark, has come with it. So I can't give specifics on what I've played and what Spencer's played and what Seth's played and what Jacob's played. But I was like, you know what? I want to see what happens if I take this to my friend's house. So I packed it up, took all 4 controllers that I have, took it over to my friend's house. Now, I let him know ahead of time. It was a pilot unit. It's still in testing. There's still, there might be a bug or two with it, blah, 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 blah. And I will tell you that, first off, 3-player Astro Smash is awesome. It was me, my friend, and my oldest Jacob. And then some of the other kids that were downstairs playing Jackbox on their Xboxes, on my friend's Xbox, popped their head up to come get, snacks or whatever, and popped their head around the corner. What's that? Ooh, what's that? Next thing you know, I'm not holding a controller. There's a 7-year-old, Seth, my friend's 13-year-old daughter, and my 18-year-old all playing Shark. Simple game, right? Think Vampire Survivors, but without Vampire Survivors, right? Think just your goal is to eat fish to get bigger. If you ever played the original Intellivision version, you eat fish, get bigger, avoid the shark, try to get to the next stage. For an hour. They were mad when I had to pack it up because we had a Hanukkah party that night we had to go to. I watched kids who had no idea that this thing was just a test unit go nuts over this. Parents were watching their kids play and were asking me questions. What kind of games are on it, stuff like that. And they were the parents were as engrossed as the kids were. I'm going to time you out, Niall. The kids were about as engrossed as the parents were as engrossed in the kids. And something dawned on me that Phil had put out a statement earlier in the year that they were, they were going to increase the price because of inflation, because of parts and things like that. Well, the parents asked me what the cost of the unit was. Now, we're all locked in at what we ordered at. But I told them what I thought the price was going to be. I don't know exactly what the price is going to be, but I kind of guess at where they're going to be. And I told her. And the mom didn't even blink. Like, didn't even say, oh, okay. And that struck me. Because even, Peter, I remember when Phil and John were on with us, and you rightfully took them a little to task on the pricing. And I have to admit, yeah, you put it up against other consoles that are in that price range. How do you sell that? This woman did not even blink because she saw her 7-year-old playing with my 13 and 18-year-old and our friend's 13-year-old. And they were all having a great time. They were all playing together. And what the mom said to me was, because the 7-year-old has an older daughter. And one of her chief complaints about them having Switches is that, well, the 7-year-old plays her games, the older sister plays their games, and the two ever really play together. But if something like this could get them to play together, and she's sitting watching 4 people of totally different ages play together, and she's part of the group, north of $300 didn't even faze her. Hey, DeBlue, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Holy crap. No. Didn't even faze her.
Yeah, $300 is, I think, pretty common nowadays.
Well,
entertainment.
Well, and I get the argument, because the argument's been made, you can get an Xbox Series S, you can get a Switch, but there's 2 things that are different in that. One, this controller was so pick up and play, but yet nobody said, where are all the buttons? I
think it's because of cell phones and stuff.
Absolutely. And I think people underestimate the mobile market. We keep saying Microsoft is not buying Microsoft's not buying Activision Blizzard because of Call of Duty. They're buying Activision Blizzard for King. They want the mobile market. So you're right. The controller reminds you a little bit of that. But it's not just that.
But I think what they have to do, they have to show it as a family group setting. And people need to get their hands on it.
Yes. And
that's how the Wii got popular, right? I mean, people travel with it, and it's like, and people are like, oh yeah, now we can all play together. And that's what's launch it. I mean, for the Amico, it has to, you need the same thing. Oh, thank you,
the Blue.
Yeah, been a while. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're doing well.
Love you, the Blue. And Toto Dope.
To catch you in party chat.
Yeah, what's up, Toto Dope? Whoa, good to see you too, brother. It's been a while. And Scepter, you're right. The Switch and Xbox are more versatile. The Amico's more interesting. And I don't know that it's more interesting. It's a different feel. And Peter, you're absolutely right. 2 things that they've got going for them if they can get this out the door. And this is this whole thing hinges on them getting it out the door. Number 1, it comes with 6 games. And they're not Call of Duty, but there's 6 really
Hey, if
Okay.
it's up to Microsoft, they might put it on me. No. It goes against the.
And it comes with 2 controllers, which goes right to your and I've shown this before, so I'm not showing anything I'm not supposed to. Don't forget that it's not just 2 controllers. If you have a cell phone, you can play you've got ready-made controllers right there. So it's not you're exactly right, and what sealed that for me was watching the reaction of my friend and watching the reaction of my kids with my friends' kids with strangers' kids. I immediately said to Phil, you got to get this thing in manufacturing as soon as you can. Said I said this console is ready to go. And I told him, he knows I took it over there. He knows I was going to take it on the cruise. But I said this thing is ready. Yeah, there's some things that have to be kind of, there's some things that are not broken. And I will say this, and I think I can say this without getting in any trouble. Everything that I've seen kind of that's been any bit buggy has been little controller things that they fix in firmware. I have yet to have a single crash of a game or a single no blue screens of death, no issues with the UI, no issues on boot up, no issues, not a single, and I'm not joking. I have not had a single game crash. Period. And to have this thing in a setting of that of people who had never, some of them didn't even know what it was. My friend knew what it was because I told him about it, and because we're old in television guys. These kids didn't know what this thing was. And the reaction that I got, in fact, and this is, my buddy texted me later on. Where is it? And said, again, thank you for everything. You and your family are wonderful friends. I'm telling you, the reaction to the kids was truly amazing. It was a great party game you brought over, cheering kids, and the epitome of a thing like that. And he thanked me for bringing it over and said that it made his party. That's...
Yeah, because
Go ahead, Chris.
like this holiday, like what you just did, you brought it over and had other kids, other family playing it. But like here during the holidays, a lot of families come together and they game together. And something like the Amiga would be great. Whether or not the whole family's playing it or they're like, here, let the kids play. So the wife and the little one, they went to Five Below and they picked up some cheap games. Family Feud, and they picked up a meme game. And I believe there is something similar to like a meme game on the Amiga, right? Something where you can. Remember they were playing it at the
at Crayola. It's emoji charades.
Yeah. So hopefully once they get this thing out, they can start working with some of these board game companies to bring stuff like that to the deal. Where, we were playing that Family Feud, and so it's it comes with cards and paper, whatever, but it would make so much more sense where a couple of people could have their controller and some people have their phones and they can sit there and the thing will pop up and you can pick the choices and your answer or whatever. I mean, that's one thing that the Miko will have, that does what, you know, others are not doing. They're capable of doing it, but they don't do that. And I mean, the Miko's just made for that.
Yeah.
It's made to bring families together to do. So, I mean, it would be great, you know, once the thing comes out. And I know they are working on board games, but, you know, to see more of that. But they need to find a way to get that out. Like, they need to be on some national news. Like, I'm not going to say which news, but I was watching the news that I always watch. And they'll have someone come on there and they show off all this stuff. Like, they could show off their Miko.
Yeah.
And then that's
let me see if I can
so
find
many people and a lot of family people.
Yeah, here's
that.
Yep. And let me see if I can find. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I can. This was public, so I can certainly show a Miko charade. I mean, we live streamed this, so you're right. You're absolutely right. And you know, but this is. I've come to the point to where I'm comfortable saying I feel as someone who has put serious time into putting this through its paces, and there's a reason that I have, you know, when we did our unboxing video, a lot of comments that I got was, well, can you show anything? Can you show anything? Why can't you show anything? Why can't you show anything? Why can't you show any videos? When can we see gameplay? When can we see? That's not the point of what I'm doing, right? Trust me, we're a content channel, right? I have said this to them. I want nothing more than to show everybody what I've been playing. Because I feel like this is a ready product, and I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it, and I wouldn't say it. I wouldn't talk about it like I do if I didn't feel like this needs to get into people's hands. I just at the moment I can't say much more than what I've said. And I probably said more than I should, but people have to understand that if this thing can get out, that there's a reason that I got proven as to why I think it's a good product and why I think it's a good idea. You know, in all seriousness, Niall is right. If it comes out, they're working on it. I know that there are things that need to get in place for them to do that. And it's not like they're not trying to get that done. If obviously they are trying to get that done. They're trying to roll this thing out. I don't think anybody there just wants to go, screw it. We don't, well, let's just bag it. Let's just close up shop. Nobody wants to do that, especially, they've survived COVID. They've survived, some of the negativity online. And they've got it in a position to where they're able to let me test it, to let DJC Game Studios test it, to get us to a point to where we get to tell them, hey, this thing is ready, or this thing is not ready. Here's the things that are going on with it. And there's Spencer, and that Spencer has touched this thing too. I can tell. I mean, cornhole's a game that comes with it. He loves cornhole. Play cornhole like it's going out of style. So hey,
it would have been great to play during the snowstorm.
So
if your power's up.
It does exist, Niall. It doesn't have to release, but it exists because I have one. You may not like it, but I got one. It exists. It has to exist in mass.
I believe it will release, but
so
it's like we were saying in the beginning. But when,
when
it's like it's hard to really pick a date because it's like I'd rather it come out early this year. At least the first quarter, so to get it out, that way this word gets spread, whether by us, little guys, and then get some of the big network, get a big news network to do it during the day, when families are watching, moms are watching, whatever. That way, by the time Christmas comes around, hopefully they'll be ready to release some games, start you know, they could sell more. So by then, the word will be out a little bit more, and you know, hopefully they can make a dent during the holidays. So fingers are crossed. I'm really excited for this, and this thing would have been great during, you know, if it was here. You know, we did some gaming at the in-laws, and then we were playing again last night.
Yeah.
And I would prefer to have been doing it on Miko, and then have family members join with their phone or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just can't wait.
Yeah. So that's and you know, Scepter asked a good question. Is it primarily a cash problem? I don't know. And to be perfectly honest, I don't want to know. I just want to. This is what I do know. I do know that I do know that this is a fun, great idea with something that I saw with my own two eyes. The reactions of people other than me and my kids. And that was all I needed. That was the last thing I wanted to see. You know, because, you know, I take it over there and, you know, maybe they're like, hey, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then everybody goes back to playing Jackbox, right?
Yeah.
But no, they were upset when I had to pack it up. It just told me everything I needed to know. And I wish I could tell you more. I wish I could, you know, you know, there's a reason I believe in this thing the way I do. And I've now seen it firsthand. It was almost like a focus test. It's almost like a focus group. And so all the focus group testing that Tommy Tallarico and Phil Adam and those guys have done to mold this thing, I saw what they saw. And that's just the reality. So anyway, that is something that hopefully is a 2023 game ahead. Hopefully it gets out soon. You know, Peter, to answer your question, I think if it comes out, I think whenever it comes out, you know, let's be honest, Nintendo has launched consoles in March. You know, it's not unprecedented for something to come out in April. You know, it doesn't all have to go by Microsoft and Sony's clock. I don't think, especially this year with all the other things that, you know, I think, and it doesn't, I don't even think it matters because it's in a different demographic, a different market. So it's not like it even is going to, you know, I don't even want to say, well, it can't come out in November because, you know, Starfield might come out in November, which we'll get to that. They're two different things. You can't even say, you can't even put it as what you do now with games. Well, you can't launch Redfall with, you know, on the same date you're launching Jedi Survivor. They're two different things. So, Brosby. Brosby. B-Rose. What's up, man? It's good to see you, man. It's good. We got a bunch of great people that have come out to hang out with us tonight on our last show.
Mm-hmm.
So,
hopefully,
Big
you guys,
Rock.
Are y'all off this week?
No, since I'm here, I'm working. I'm gonna take.
You got the week off?
Yeah, I'll be working in the house, like my.
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah, I'm off, but I'm really not off because.
Yeah.
You know, I'm redoing a couple rooms and then the trampoline.
Yeah, I'm painting my daughter's room. So today I cleared it all out.
Yeah, I did the same
Saved
thing.
it all off. Tomorrow's gonna be painted.
Yeah. Yeah, and I didn't move my game room because we're switching rooms. And I said, all right, I'm gonna have my last podcast in this room and then move it to the other room. So,
Nice.
So you will see a different look next week.
Very cool. Very cool. No.
Are you excited about that?
Yeah, no, I am. Because one, this room is a little bit warmer than the other one, and that's one reason too. The other one's too cold for her. I'd rather have a colder room. So.
You have all that equipment. That's
Well,
Right.
yeah. So someone already started bringing it. Since we already started talking about Starfield and Redfall, maybe we
Yeah.
gotta just jump into what's next for Xbox going into next year.
Well, what are we looking forward to overall? And we can start with that. So, which one do you want to touch first?
We were talking about, someone asked what's coming first, Starfield or Redfall.
I know you're not. I know you're gonna get mad at me.
Why do we have to get mad at you? If it comes in the morning, it's like, maybe just do it on purpose. Poking the beer.
Hold on, let me let's see, which video do I want to show? Well, it is a good question. So,
It is, yeah.
and I don't know, and you know,
And both of those are from Bethesda.
they are.
You know, the ZeniMax team. I don't know. It is kind of it because Starfield they gave us a date in November, which they delayed.
Right. But then they also said at
But
E3.
Redfall kind of hinted at the summer of this year too, and so it made it seem like that was pretty close. That was closer to come out.
Right.
But now we don't know because I don't know if it's true or y'all saw.
I saw. That's
thought
what
I
I
saw something about that they delayed it for 6 weeks. And
Well,
it looks like it could be a May release, right?
it's
Was that real or is that just?
It's potential. So I don't think anybody has. I don't think anybody has acknowledged anything yet. So, you know, we all know what happened We all know what happened at E3, right? Phil came out, said everything they were going to show were absolutely things that were coming out in the next 12 months.
Yeah.
So Redfall and Starfield have to, by their own rule, have to come out by June.
Time's ticking.
Time's ticking. And I was just being facetious about you guys getting mad at me. You know, we did talk about this after the Video Game Awards, is not having any release dates kind of make you wonder a little bit. But then came I hate this whole industry insider nonsense, right? You know, some industry insider said that Redfall was internally delayed by about 6 weeks.
I know,
right?
Yeah. I saw that. And I just think, okay.
Oh, have a great night, Brother Rich. Watch the first part of my Atari 50th stream, please, before you go to bed.
Night, Rich. Have a good one.
So, and hey, don't forget, that man is the Evercade. That man is the Evercade Pro.
Yes, he is.
Saturday mornings, Evercast. Rich is a fantastic, wonderful member of the Gamers United Guild. He is definitely one to check out. And by the way, I keep forgetting that I got to put the GUG banner up on the screen. I didn't even realize it was not there. Man, Jay's going to kill me. Not on purpose, guys. It used to be up there until Jay changed out our topic or our background, but I'll work on that. Yeah, and I don't even know who this person is. It's like it's a brand new insider I've never heard of, right? You know, we always hear about the same guys. Calibri, not throwing any shade at Calibri. Guy does a great job. You know, who else were Shinobi was one, Wario claimed to be one. But this guy seems to think that Redfall will be out sometime in May. Now, that's still within the 12 months.
Okay.
So, you know what? As I'm showing, why don't we start with Redfall? Since,
I mean, what's Microsoft's cadence going to be, you know?
well,
Every 2 months? Or are we just
What they were saying,
Having
wasn't
the
it?
first 4 months nothing, and then all of a sudden, like, you know, 2 a month or.
When they were, their goal was like one big AAA every 3 months, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's when they were buying ZeniMax. That was their goal.
They're gonna miss that goal.
Well, yeah.
There we go. There's the Gamers United Guild.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't have that on here all this time. I feel like
well,
I feel like a schmuck.
Today.
Yeah, that's true. I still feel like a schmuck. But all right. So so you were saying that they were good at every 3 months. So unless
yeah, I mean that was talked about in the past, but you know how things go, you know, all around. I mean, it's not just Xbox, but a lot of games were delayed to 23.
yes, absolutely.
So, but you know, like we said, they did give us a roadmap for 12 months. So hopefully these two are within that.
Well, if it comes out in May,
I believe they will be. So
yeah, if it comes out in May, it will technically be within 12 months. It will just make it.
So I'm hoping Starfield. I don't care which one comes out first. Be glad to play any one of them, and of course they're both going in Game Pass. So I'm excited for both of these as far as this year.
I think we all are.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if anybody is not. But it's going to be tough because there's, you know, and perhaps some of that also is to make way for games like Hogwarts Legacy, which is
February.
Yeah. So. Thanks,
course,
Back.
yeah.
I'm not a schmuck. I'm a shill.
So February is pretty packed.
February, yeah, I was
March.
So I was looking.
Yeah, I mean, I think every month it's going to be packed. So when's Microsoft's going to back right in with it?
No, I think April, May is a good time to bring one of those out. But then you also have, so besides those two, we are also looking at Forza Motorsport.
Yes, which does not have a date either.
Was that in the 12-month deal?
It was.
They did talk about it. Right?
They did.
Yeah, they showed it.
It's supposed to be. Yeah, they did a deep dive on it. So.
Well, if Aaron Greenberg did hint at a show early in 23, possibly to showcase 23 games. And maybe that's where they're going to announce some early release dates, hopefully, for Starfield and Redfall and maybe Motorsport. But, you know, saying, hey, look forward to these. These are part of the 12-month roadmap, and these are our early games of 23. And, you know, and then stay tuned to June and to see what the next roadmap is, you know. But hopefully these three do come out soon, early 23, by June.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, and as far as the fall, who knows? I mean, the only other game that I could see coming out in the fall 23 for Xbox is Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been
shown
it a couple times already.
Yep.
Maybe that could be the big one they can show and be on the roadmap early for, you know, the fall, and they can, you know, and during the June showcase. But
I think that'd be a hell of a fall game.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, that'd be a perfect fall game.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
because I think at this point, well, you know, Avowed, you know, that's, and I think you're looking at, I think Avowed, Fable, Perfect Dark are all 2024.
What about Perfect Dark?
24, 25.
I mean, that should be
I don't know.
getting close, right?
It
No?
seems like it's you know, when they showed Phil, he was there playing a playable demo, whatever he was playing. But I mean, I could see that one 24 and maybe Avowed 24 and Fable 24, 25.
25.
State of K3, same thing.
State of Decay 3 is another one.
And Obsidian's also working on Outer Worlds 2. I could see that before Avowed, since they pretty much already had a lot of those assets anyway. So, and then of course we got Compulsion. We know nothing about, and hopefully they'll talk about that in June. You know, maybe that'll be in the next 12-month roadmap. Who knows? But
right.
There's a lot there to look forward to. You know, like I said, we just don't know dates.
And you know, we haven't heard anything about the Indiana Jones game, which doesn't look like it's going to make it before the movie comes out. You think that? Go ahead.
I don't think it's well. Is it connected to the movie? Has any connection?
No, we have no idea. That's just it. We don't know.
Either way, I mean, if you have a movie that you have people's
great.
interest in, like, oh, Indiana Jones, is like, oh, here's a game, even though if it's not tied to the movie, but just a separate story, it's still like, you know, you want to play that too. It's like at the same time.
The other one it's not an Xbox, but it is going to be, I think, an exclusive to Xbox for a time period. Stalker 2, and it seemed like that could be. I think there was a hint that might make it in the fall.
Who knows?
Yeah,
did you hear one of the devs got killed in the Line of Duty?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, that's I know
they're trying, and you know everybody's pulling for them. You know.
Yeah.
With everything they're having to deal with, so.
Hey,
what's up, Charlie?
Charlie's in the house. You know, well, let's do this. Let's take a look at. I pulled up the release dates for a bunch of stuff, and we can look and see what. I mean, there's a ton of stuff.
Looking at Game Informer, they're pretty good about showing a calendar.
Yeah. Well, this is releases.com. This is everything that's known. So, you know, January doesn't have a ton of big stuff. One of the things I did see in January was
Forspoken.
I don't think
for end of January.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it. Yeah, January 24th. So that's a game that looks really good.
Dead Space.
The remake. Dead Space remake, but you know, I can't get. I do have a hard time getting excited about remakes.
I didn't play the original of those, so maybe that might be. You know, I'll jump in the remake, check it out.
There is the Age of Empire.
I'm interested in Callisto Protocol, so.
Yep. There is the Age of Empires.
In February, we have Deliver Us Mars.
Yes. I'm getting there. So yeah, the Age of Empires Definitive Collection is the first time on an Xbox console.
Yeah, I hope I have patience for that.
Yeah, I don't know if I do anymore. We were talking about this on Retro Roots. What kind of games do I like? I'm not an RTS guy.
I've kind of outgrown it, or just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Throughout your gaming history, right, you're into certain types of games, and then as time goes by, you're kind of moved on, right? I mean, it's
right.
Not that we don't like them, but it's just, you know,
right. And the thing is, you might download it, start it up, you know, play around, and then that's it.
Yeah, you never know. You might get the bug, and then, okay.
Why is Deliver Us?
That's another cool thing about Game Pass is, like, you know, you can just play a game, download it, or even through the cloud. You play one day, you know, it's like, you know, you get a little bit in it, but not enough to, you know.
Yeah, Deliver Us Mars is I'm down for this game.
Oh yeah.
I should pre-order it.
Thoroughly enjoyed Deliver Us the Moon, and in fact, it's one of the very few. Like, I don't do like review videos anymore, but I did one on Deliver Us the Moon, and I thought it was
almost
amazing.
Had the dev to join us, but the timeline, you know, where he's over there and, you know, just trying to get him on.
Yeah, right.
have to get Peter to get him on. Peter needs
It's
to talk
6 hour
some
difference.
native language.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tell him
I
to
mean,
tell
it's
him to
6 hours for you.
get some
Yeah.
coffee and
Yeah,
some Red
like-
Bull.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so Deliver Us Mars is a day one for me. I have to play that game.
Early February, which is good.
Yep. February otherwise, Hogwarts Legacy,
Hogwarts.
February 10th.
Yeah, that's definitely for me.
Yep.
Play that with the wife.
Not sure why these are
Another
only
game
saying
that's in
okay.
February is Pinball FX.
Really?
Yeah.
But it,
I'm curious how they're gonna do that. I'm curious if it's
oh, so the game we were talking about earlier, Arca R, which is a it's an arcade game being remade on with Jeff Minter. So we were just talking about this earlier. One of the Atari games. The prototype arcade game is in the Atari 50th collection. And I'm looking forward to... I don't even know anything about this game. Except the initials are part of the... one of the designs. Look at that. That looks freaking slick. That looks fun. So... this is a game I'm going to get.
what is it? Is it kind of like a shmup?
I'm not sure. So think of this as like the old school, like Space War, not Space War, like Asteroid /
Yeah.
you know, Black Widow kind of games. So I'm looking forward to this. And Jeff Minter has done amazing work on his games. Remember, Jeff Minter did a Tempest 4000, Tempest 2000. This is going to be a fun game. And it's just, again, just something, just a wave shooter, you know, something easy to pick up and play. So that's coming February 21st. If you're a Hello Neighbor fan, you got that. Cities VR, Moss Book 2, which I might pick up because I really liked Moss.
The VR.
Yeah, I really liked Moss.
Atomic Heart. That's seen that. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, that did look pretty
Hey,
good.
when is that one game coming out? The Pinocchio kind of game.
Oh yeah, the Life of Pi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's, well, let's see. It's going to show up sometime.
Well, we'll probably get there. Yeah.
So,
Maybe.
oh right. So for those of you who want to spend $6.99, the PSVR 2 is coming out in February. Oh.
yeah.
Hey, Omega!
Sorry.
Mike the Muscle Mullet. Love you, Omega. Brother Omega's in the house. What's going on, man?
Omega.
Great guy, Omega Ace Gaming. Love his content. Guys, go check his content out, too. Once we're done with this, I'll throw his link in the chat. Company of Heroes 3, Octopath Traveler 2. I know that's a game that Crazy Juan was looking forward to because he liked Octodad. And Kerbal Space Program 2. You want to see some great Kerbal Space Program videos, Crazy Juan's got a few on here. No. Big Block ordered a PSVR 2. He said Star Wars port got him to bite. Man. Say Tales from the Galaxy got him to bite on it.
All right.
Wow. All right,
Star Wars does that to you.
Big Block. I'm gonna have to hire Big Block to do some VR content for us.
Yeah, there are a few VR here. Well,
yeah,
of course,
hey.
VR 2 February 22nd. So.
Yep. There it is. Pinball
February
FX.
28th, Destiny 2 Lightfall. That's for
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I brought it back of the dead.
Oh yeah.
Big.
He said he was looking forward to that. They look cool. The video did look cool.
It did. It did look cool.
Got that cyberpunk feel to it.
So there's your Pinball FX.
Yes.
Pinball Royale. I didn't even realize Pinball FX. Wasn't there already a Pinball FX 1 and 2?
And 3. Yes.
And 3?
Sure.
So what?
I think right now it's an early.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me not play this in 4K. It's
the
dragging.
Epic Store. You can
all the Star Wars pinball. All the William, so a bunch of Williams stuff.
See, this is what I wish they did. I wish you would buy one license and you can play it like on your system of choice. Like sometimes on your Switch or your Xbox or your PlayStation or wherever.
Well, just charge. You know, this is one
Maybe
that I
more
would
as a
say.
subscription.
Right, just right. Charge me $70 and let me play all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, all the tables or just just
all the tables.
anywhere on your
Yeah.
But I if I buy a
Homeworld.
table, I want to play it like
Look at this, Snoopy.
all platforms that it is.
No, that's true. So, all right. So that's
Because on
February.
the Switch, you can put it in, portrait mode.
Ah,
Play
that's
it like that.
Tate mode.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so now March. You got The Last of Us remake. Wulong. You've got Wulong coming out in March.
Is that going to be Game Pass or no?
No, I don't believe. I don't think it's Game Pass. Oh, wait a minute. It might be. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah. Here on the Game Informer, they're not mentioning anything.
Yep, coming to PC on Game Pass. Yeah, it's coming to Game Pass.
Oh.
Nice.
Then I might touch it. Otherwise, I don't know if I would.
Well, it is a From Software game. So it's from.
It is?
Yep, Fumihiko Yasuda.
Team Ninja?
Yep. It's from the producer of Neo. And Masaki Yamagiwa, who did Bloodborne. So it is very much Souls-like. I'm gonna try it. I don't do a lot of Souls games, but I'm gonna try it.
I mean, if it's in Game Pass, then what's the there's no risk except
except you get a shot
time.
at it.
Your investment
Right.
of time.
Ha ha ha! Skull and Bones. Ha ha ha!
Yeah. I don't know. $70 though. That's like,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Especially not with Jedi Survivor coming.
Somebody we know. I don't know if they can really say it, but they've been playing the not the demo, but the
beta,
and they are enjoying it, right, Peter? They've been saying they've been enjoying it.
I don't know.
Haven't seen much lately.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Star Wars Survivor, another big game for March. Definitely a pickup.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
Jedi
this is.
Survivor,
Yeah, this is. This was
That's
one
a
of
big
my
one for me for March.
favorite games. Was the last one. I was very impressed with that.
And I am not a Souls player and all that. I tell you what, those sisters were torturing me. So towards the end, I went out and I went story mode to beat the. Okay, I was like, look, let me just take her out. I get it. She can, and that way I can continue the story from there. Because the main thing for me, I did enjoy exploring and all that, and I did enjoy the fights and trying to. I did pretty much beat all the sisters on normal, but when it came to the last one, I chickened out.
Yeah.
I said, well, I want to get to this story. So.
Crime Boss. We saw that at the Game Awards, which had Chuck Norris and Michael Madsen and.
Oh yeah, yeah. That came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Let's see.
Sifu on the Xbox.
Yeah, Sifu on the Xbox. For those of you who have not played that, that is March. So, I will continue to play. I have it on the PS5, and it is sublime. Espresso Tycoon, really? What is up with? I saw that, and I saw Chef Simulator. Espresso Tycoon. You too could be a millennial hippie.
She played that one, the coffee that one indie game, something coffee and cloud.
Oh yeah, I played that too.
My daughter, she enjoyed it. She said it was kind of weird at first when she started getting into it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's very yeah.
So then we get into Q. Now we got stuff that doesn't necessarily have a release date, but is in here. So, Party Animals. We saw this at the Video Game Awards. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
that's in March also.
Just says Q1. Well, let's see. Let's see what the Steam store says. Release date to be announced. Let's see if it puts anything on.
Did you see Resident Evil 4 remake there?
I think I saw that.
Yeah.
All right,
Which
so
will probably do well. Those Resident Evil ones always do well.
Yep.
Remakes. That's gonna be a fun stream game right there.
Yes.
My daughter's
SnowRunner Year 3 pass. I don't know when it's coming out though. Unless it is already out.
Oh, the new
It's coming. Yeah.
the new Trackmania. So, I mean, then it gets a little
When we get
yawn.
into where you're in April now.
It's just Q. Now we're just Q1.
Q
So now it's getting kind of starting to fall asleep looking at these.
On my deal, it shows Grimoire once more, Hogwarts Legacy, but that's for
The
PlayStation
right.
4 and Xbox One, like they announced that.
All right. So here's April. Why did it go to Q1 and now it's going to April? All right. So Hogwarts. If you're a,
Well, because Q1 is up to March, right?
Yeah.
I guess.
February,
Oh,
March,
okay.
yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So what's that Trackmania? Is it a new one or what?
It seemed like it, but I have to go back and look.
It's weird.
It's Star Trek Resurgence.
There's also the Cyberpunk patch coming out.
Yeah, that was Q1. It said.
Seen the
All right,
Dead Island 2.
I saw that.
too.
Dead Island 2
Hunter.
for everything.
Q2 is Forza Motorsport.
Q2.
Okay.
All right. Suicide Squad is May. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is May.
RoboCop.
Street Fighter 6 is June.
Diablo
Nintendo.
4.
Did you say that for the Nintendo, The Legend of Zelda, the big one from Nintendo?
Yep, May 12th.
May. Okay.
Wait, we're covering Nintendo now? Just kidding.
All right, so here's the stuff that's Q2 but doesn't have a specific date on it. Forza Motorsport.
Yeah, that's a big one that I'm
That's a big one.
looking forward to.
That's a big one.
I'm always so
Hey,
used
what
to those
about
coming out.
what about the second DLC for Forza Horizon 5?
They haven't said much about
That's
that.
coming soon too.
The
I think.
return of EA Sports PGA Tour. Omega said saw Guilty Gear Q1. Hold on, let me go back up there. And he said wife is excited about Hogwarts and he's stoked for Street Fighter 6.
Well, I'm glad Street Fighter 6 is coming to Xbox.
Yeah, I don't think they were going to do that
but
again.
I gotta see more. I'm not into the
Yeah.
look.
All right, let's see. Q3, let's go back to Q3. So he's looking for Guilty Gear. I did see a Guilty Gear. Stop me when you see it. If you see it and I don't. Oh, Guilty Gear Strive. which I think is also a Guilty Gear coming out to Xbox. That's certainly not something that's not something that's normal. I'm not big on Guilty Gear. Not that I just don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
So there you go, Guilty Gear Strive. S-Mill, I don't know anything about Star Trek Resurgence. It says it's an interactive narrative video game, which immediately turns me off. So, it's Telltale. I'm not into this. I can't. I'm just not a big Telltale guy.
Yeah, I try to get into them too.
Yeah. So it's not anything like Starfleet Command, S-Mill. All right, so getting back to the Q2
more,
stuff.
Though, if it's a good story, if people are recommending it,
I know, but I'm still struggling to get through As Dusk Falls, and it's not that it doesn't have a good story. It just not my kind of game.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, Omega. What else we got? R-Type.
What month are you in right now?
Q2. Ooh, R-Type. I gotta start getting some more of these shmups. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about some of this I'm seeing. Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. But that's the problem, is that beyond the things that we really know are coming, a lot of this is just... And I don't begrudge anybody for wanting to get this stuff. There's a lot of, like, House Flipper 2. They had to sell enough of House Flipper to make a House Flipper 2, I guess.
Well, I mean...
Maybe it's just a paid service pack,
Right. Ooh, the Route 66 simulator. All right, but what is this, though? You ever dreamed about leaving everything and setting out on an epic road trip? Hold on, I gotta see what this is. I have a fascination with Route 66. Oh, this is a little weird.
No, I'm not seeing... I see a lot of games there that I don't really know, but I'm not seeing a lot of indie games. Or that I know, seen. Ooh,
right.
Mustang. Okay, I got to get this. I just saw Mustang. All right, got it. Done.
Hold on.
Game sucks or not. Got Mustang.
You have to do chores to buy the car to then build.
I thought we were still on House Flippers for a second.
Right.
I've been doing chores around my house and I still don't have a Mustang. So the only way to do it, get it in this game.
Make your dream road trip happen.
And my wife sees me playing this. She's like, you over there doing chores in the game and not on our house. What the hell are you doing?
What the? This is...
I'm on it. Sold.
Sleep in motels. How we get our own chores done, Omega said.
Or save money.
Oh, look, it's a bear.
Oh,
you shot the bear.
Get him off there.
Survive.
Broke down.
Ooh, Roadhouse.
Right.
Let's go.
Roadhouse and Cannonball Run.
Yes.
And Herbie the Love Bug.
And chores.
And chores.
See, there's a little... shortcut. You get lost, murdered, and that was the end.
Right. There was a song called "The Way" that was about this. Oh my goodness! This is what gaming's all about.
Yeah, Mega.
Holy shit!
For the VR experience.
All right, what is this? World of Horror.
So that's only coming on Steam.
Oh, it's an old... Holy crap, it's an old Sierra-looking game, Peter. Or like Zork and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Huh.
All right.
I've seen this somewhere. Yeah, I remember seeing this shown somewhere.
What is and seriously, what is up with all of these? When have we gotten to the point to where everything is just a simulator, right? Paradise Hotel, hotel
Because
simulator.
a lot of these younger kids, all they do is watch YouTubers play games, so they want to watch games play games.
Right, jungle house.
It's just pretty easy.
Can you build a house in the jungle wilderness with your hands? Really? Farms and
we got power wash simulators,
Yeah.
lawnmower simulators. You got everything. Nobody wants to do this shit in real life, so we're gonna do
No.
it in the game.
this looks. Oh, wait a minute. Cell floss. It's a flying whale.
I thought we were a floss simulator.
Gas station sim. I was hoping for a Matchbox realistic road racing for me. I think we lost half of our audience looking at some of these games. Oh, this looks a little like kind of Death's Door Tunic kind of. Which, by the way, Panda Sub on Retro Roots told me what you have told me, Peter, which might be the next game I get started. Immortals: Phoenix Rising.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna give it a. Born of
give it a whirl.
Yes, Born of Bread. Okay, that doesn't look like a bread. Okay, it's not a bread making simulator. Okay. All right, so now we're into Q3. Oh no, we're already in Q3. Like again, house flippers. Route 66 simulator.
Wait, so did you mention Diablo 4?
Not yet. I haven't found it.
What the heck?
Oh, now we go to
You already said
November.
Street Fighter 6.
Yeah.
Look, Starfield,
okay.
Starfield, and Redfall aren't even listed on here at this point.
They have no idea.
Neither
No
is.
clue.
All right, so
Why
Q4.
did they put Forza Motorsport in Q2? Why didn't they not put Starfield and Redfall?
I
in,
don't
Q1
know. I don't know.
Or Q2? I mean, that's weird. But even Game Informer did not mention Starfield and Redfall either. because-
What is this? First Blood Persian Legends. Okay. Stranger Things. Tekken 8. Tekken's a big one.
yeah, they showed that.
Spider-Man
They
2,
did
which Sony said was fall.
23.
That's Spider-Man.
yeah.
Spider-Man 2 is gonna be a big one. That's one of mine. That's on my list. I haven't.
You
I
already
gotta
know
get.
that's set up for. So it's coming out November, so it's set up for the nominations.
But they said fall now, so
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought it was November somewhere.
Yeah.
I thought they did announce November.
they just said
fall.
they said fall.
Yeah.
So which gives me time to go back. I still haven't played Miles Morales, so I need to go back and play that.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to go back and finish the Spider-Man since I don't have the Pro got
Yeah.
stolen, but I think I could play it on Steam.
Yes, yes, you
Probably
can.
will do. Yeah.
So I like
This is
how.
the video, the trailer that they showed recently, right?
Yeah,
For Spider-Man 2.
yeah. Be nice if that was. Didn't they say this might be? Did we
So they have both
speculate?
Miles and Spider-Man in this one.
Yeah. Did we speculate this could be co-op?
That would
Well-
be cool.
That would be. Relic said, "I'm waiting for Janitor Simulator." So. And then just the rest of 2023, which has no dates. God,
I'm
just
not seeing.
I'm just not seeing anything that.
Like here, they show to be announced Age of Empires 4. And then they also mentioned here ACA-R.
Yep. That was
Alan Wake 2. I didn't see that anywhere on
ACA-R was in February.
February?
We showed that.
Alan Wake 2, Aliens Dark Descent. I think we saw that in one of the shows during the summer.
What is Whisker Squadron? Yeah, I'm looking.
The Xbox Game Pass, and I didn't see that anywhere. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, I'm looking. Like nothing is just jumping out at me.
Ooh, Coffee Talk episode 2. There we go.
Oh, Horizon Chase 2.
Where?
Yeah, somewhere in 23.
All right. Here. Oh, Test Drive. I don't know if this game is still even coming. Test Drive Solar Crown.
Yeah, that's right.
No.
That was delayed, right?
Well, I don't think it ever had a date.
Yeah, you're right. I thought they said 23, but on one of their trailers. But
maybe. Test Drive. There's a few different. Well, there's a few different trailers here. I mean, Test Drive Unlimited. I really enjoyed on the Xbox 360.
Oh yeah.
The whole test. The whole Test Drive series. I would love to get
It's not BC, is it?
No. I'd love to get. Yeah, Charlie. That's what, and I think that's right. It just they haven't said when. What I would love is I'd love a remaster of Test Drive 2 The Duel. September 22nd was the original date, so God knows when now. So
yeah, as far as I'm looking at Nintendo, I'm not seeing anything else huge besides.
Yeah.
Well, they showed Kirby and then Fire Emblem, Octopath Traveler 2.
The AEW wrestling game. Minecraft Legends. I remember that was announced.
Yeah.
I think that was announced at E3, wasn't it? That's got to be by June. Other
than like PlayStation, it's like you have Forspoken.
Right.
But that's also PC, and that could end up on Xbox at some point, but it is exclusive on PlayStation 5.
Flashback 2.
I think the demo that they had, or
yeah,
did not get
didn't
love.
Yeah. I didn't even know about this. The sequel to Flashback? Oh my gosh. I didn't even know about this game. Did either of you play Flashback?
Whoa! Shout out to Totodope. We just became friends of NLG.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, welcome back, Totodope.
Lady Ventress just popped in.
Ventress, Sister Ventress. Did either of you ever actually play Flashback?
I believe I did.
Isn't that like very old?
It is. It's extremely old.
Oh no, I'm confused.
I have it. I have it on my.
I might have. I don't know.
Oh my God! I have it on.
Oh no, I do have it.
Yeah.
Yes, I have played it.
I've got it on the Sega CD, and I had it on the Jaguar. Oh my gosh!
Wasn't there a remake on one of the? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Where it was on. I don't know.
I don't know.
Was it on NES and Super NES?
I will tell you. Hold on.
If not, I didn't play it.
Not that I like Wikipedia, but it came out for the Sega CD, which is the version I have. 3DO CDI came out for DOS, came out for Apple and FM Towns. I don't have the Dreamcast version. Huh. And I had the Jaguar version, and it was very good on the Jaguar. Here you go. An updated port titled Flashback Remaster was released for Switch on June 7th, PS4 on November 20th, and Windows on November 29th. How did that miss an Xbox
What
release?
service on Windows? I have it on something.
Maybe Steam? This game was so great.
No, it was something else.
Wow.
Who made it?
It was Delphine, who made Out of This World. It was the sequel to Out of This World.
That's why it looks familiar.
Yeah.
I loved Out of This World.
It's kind of the sequel to that. Maybe not totally a sequel. Maybe not.
That's why I did it.
Right. Man, I gotta go looking for a Dreamcast version. I had no idea it came out for the Dreamcast. This is what I do, guys, on the other screen when you guys aren't looking. So, Totodope, no problem, brother. We never. Hey, anybody, our channel members, you guys know we so appreciate it. You guys know it goes back into the channel, but you also know that it is in no way, shape, or form ever any kind of requirement, as everybody knows, and it certainly does not. We treat you any differently. I mean, obviously, you guys get access to videos before anybody else, and the emojis and stuff, but Totodope, if you just weren't for whatever reason, is totally cool. I've got to find it. Can I get it? Because I'll freaking buy it if it's $42.99. Ooh, that is
this flashback that you mentioned. Is
tempting.
it a remake or is it like a?
So this is the second one. This is a new one.
Yeah.
So this is the sequel. Oh, but I now I'm looking at this Dreamcast version that I might have to get. Oh man. Okay, sorry, got us sidetracked.
I went back down the Dreamcast.
I know. I still haven't fired up this yet. It's a new Ghostbusters game. Division Heartland. Did this game get canned? Yeah, wasn't this the free-to-play game that got canceled?
I think so, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or
I
is
think it
still
did.
coming out?
I think it
who
got.
knows?
The Outlast Trials. Exoprimal. Didn't they? No, that's a different game. I'm thinking something else. Diablo 3 Seasons. There it is. Lies of P. Life of Pi.
Yeah.
Lies of P. Here you go. Guide Pinocchio. That is. I had forgotten about this. The Lies of P. The Lies of Pinocchio. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can find some gameplay. Oh, this is just a cinematic trailer.
Yeah. Definitely.
Oh no, there you go. Yeah, it's like Pinocchio Bayonetta.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a big one, and that comes out sometime in 2023.
Yeah, it seems like Nintendo, their big game is pretty much
Zelda.
And PlayStation, their big game is Spider-Man 2. Plus, 23 is the year for the PSVR 2.
Right.
So, that seems like pretty much.
What
and then
the
we don't know what else they might
Rebuy
have.
all your PSVR 1
What
games.
Yes,
the hell? Operation Wolf? What? Please tell me you guys played that game. Oh
No.
my god. You never played Operation Wolf?
I don't think so.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure that you have. Shout out to 90s arcade games. Seriously, you never played this in the arcade? This was like one of the first gun games. This was yeah, I'm sure that you did. You just don't remember it.
I told you I need y'all to help me remember a lot of this stuff.
Dude, this was insane. Yeah, Omega says Operation Wolf NES comes to mind.
To me. Yeah, I remember it.
Oh. Man.
Yeah, that was
Schrodinger's cat girl. See, this is the stuff that stock market simulator.
That's right, because you use the grenade when you hit the vehicles.
Yep. Dangerous driving.
Helicopter.
I never heard of Dangerous Driving 1. There's a Dangerous Driving 2. Is the arcade racer for everyone. Set within a dynamic open world. Of course, there's no pictures of it. Hey, what's up, Canadian Gamer? What's going on, brother CG? We're just trying to find some games in 2023 that we're interested in.
There's plenty, but there's still a lot of unknown, unannounced.
Why?
Barebutt boxing.
But what would
we've all been waiting for?
Game of the year.
What would be delayed to 24?
Oh, it's Game of the Year right here.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Pack it up. Game of the Year.
Right. It will be Spider-Man 2.
Yes, it will. You suck at parking. What? What the You suck at parking.
Oh, you haven't played that?
No.
It's on Game Pass.
What? Is it?
Yeah. I don't think it was... I played it some, and it was meh for me.
This looks like a game that back in the day the our brothers the Fine Fins would stream.
Yeah.
All right, that looks.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this. People talking about this.
All right, love it. You suck at parking. All right.
So real quick on, I didn't see a lot of indie games announced, like Planet of Lana. That was shown during one of the indie shows. Yeah. That shows spring of 23. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Here's Horizon Chase 2, Peter.
Yeah. It's like kind of like Outrun a little bit.
Horizon Chase 2.
It's like Horizon Chase Turbo was the first one.
Oh yeah. That looks. One night in Bangkok in it. Sorry. Player-friendly controls. This would make a great game to have on a certain family-oriented console.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's coming out this year. Pikmin 4. I know Pikmin. Yeah. Pikmin was a popular
I've
game.
Never played any.
I have not either, but
that was a tease, but they didn't have really a date.
A lot. This had some fans. Pikmin had fans.
It does. Yeah.
Company of Heroes 3, Star Wars Hunters for Switch and iOS. Jurassic World Aftermath. Assassin's Creed Mirage. the next gen upgrade for Witcher 3. What is this? Squad 1 versus the Flying Saucers. I don't think they want us to know what this game is.
No. It's avoid at all costs kind of deal.
Nino Kuni 2, which I'm not into.
One big indie game, Hollow Knight, Silk Song.
Yeah, I haven't seen that on this list yet either, but that doesn't mean it's not
that's what I'm
here.
saying, they're missing out on a lot of.
Well, these are just 2023. These have no real.
No, I know, but even before, like I didn't even see my Game Informer, unless it's a hard date, like there was one that was shown at the Game Awards. What was it called? It's like a cyberpunk type game.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name.
Mm.
You know what else I did not see was Redacted. Of course, the releases site might be now having trouble because now it's.
You broke it.
I broke the site.
Oh,
I broke the site.
looking.
Too many people wanting to know more about Squad 51 versus the Flying Saucers. By the way, if you want to look at this list too, it is simply releases.com.
Releases.
All right. Let me see if I can reopen. All right, I guess the site's dead.
Well, this was the end of it.
Myke broke it.
Myke broke the site. So, well, it is 12:15. It is maybe the site's telling us something. So, and I still haven't fired up this yet.
we brought up a lot. What?
We did.
As far as, well, we did refer to, go see Rich as far as what to look forward to for 23 for Evercade.
Most definitely.
He would definitely be the best for that. I know there was one collection. I got to look. I think it's already out. I got to pick it up. It has 10-Yard Fight and a couple other sports games. I got to pick up that collection.
Oh, you know what? Give me a second, because I did say I was going to link Omega's channel. Let me grab that real quick.
Mm-hmm. And then, as far as Everkid, the new handheld, is that already out?
The
Or they already had the
EXP?
pre-orders, I believe.
Well, and there was a big issue with that.
Yeah.
That a lot of the opening got stolen. Look who it is, Peter.
Oh, Peter Pluck.
Parent Pluck, just in time. Pluck, what's going on? Happy New Year, happy holidays, brother Pluck. How are you?
Oh no.
There we go. So, and so while we're talking, I will also shout out our wonderful sister Trinity, who is hold on, she's streaming right now. So she's over playing. What is she playing tonight? She's playing a little. She's playing a little Halo.
Yeah.
She's got a little Halo. Oh, she's got a little Halo going on. Let's check in on our sister. Oh, put in the wrong one. There's the one.
Well, here it says Evercade release date moved to December 15th. But then, like you were saying, it had some issues.
Yeah.
And then here they say restock early January. What else? I was gonna look at.
So, well, now that Pluck's here, now we can end the show.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were afraid we would have to stay on, but
I know. Oh,
Oh,
well,
Returnal. No, not right. Returnal.
well, Returnal
the one that we were talking about. No, for
Redacted.
That one game that was shown.
Redacted.
Oh, it was redacted.
Yeah. Let me see if that site came back up yet. I think I honest to God crashed the site.
no. I was hitting it too, so
They're like, wait a minute, somebody's actually, on our site.
Somebody crashreleases.com. Well, wasn't us. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Rich did put his new Atari VCS video up. His Fun for 5 with Atari carts. Ooh, definitely go check that out. So, all right, so yeah, I think that we've covered everything. I mean, I think once we get more solid release dates, I think we'll all be happier, right? We want to know.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to know when
yeah.
these games are coming. The big ones. You
But
know.
even at that, I mean, they give us a date and they delay it, and we
no,
saw
I mean
that
they
here.
stick to it. I want solid. I want
Well,
actual
it'd be
dates.
nice, but we saw
Yes.
Otherwise, don't give
22,
us a
they
date,
kept
right?
delaying everything. A lot was delayed to 23. So, I mean, there's
Yes.
no guarantee. We'll see. But definitely early on, Delivers to Mars, Hogwarts,
Yep.
February, and then we got, for me, Jedi Survivor.
Jedi
So
Survivor.
there's plenty for us to play early on.
Oh
So,
yeah, I mean,
and then hopefully Xbox does give us some solid dates for Redfall and Starfield soon this year. So we'll see. And of course Forza.
yeah.
I think that's where they gotta start. And then they can go from there.
Uh-huh.
So
And of course, our fingers crossed for Amico in 23.
I'm a Mamigo.
Get that Founders Edition.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And I didn't, as far as PC, it seemed like the Steam Deck is doing pretty well. I don't know what's new for that in 23. Obviously, pretty much all the games that you play on Steam account. Now, a buddy of mine at work, he asked me, he goes, hey, I'm looking at, because his stepdaughter and her boyfriend are all about Steam Deck, right? And so he was asking me about it. He's like, do you think I think his 18-year-old or whatever, he wanted to get him one. And I said, well, does he play on Steam? Does he have a Steam account? He's like, no, he plays on Xbox or whatever. So I'm like, well, I'm not sure if that, I mean, he should like it. There's a lot of games on Steam that you can play on Xbox. I mean, but he also wanted to get him Xbox One X, Series X. So I said, you probably want to go there. And then, I mentioned Game Pass and all that. But Steam Deck has done very well too. So.
yes, it has. Yes, it has.
And then of course we have the new cloud from Logitech.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah.
there's-
Omega.
There's another
They
coming soon too, right? I think it's a partnership with Verizon. I forgot who.
Another
Actually,
handheld.
Yeah, that one actually connects to 5G.
Yeah, so I wonder what other hardware we're going to get in 23.
We're getting a new Switch.
You think?
I don't know.
You think? Ah.
Does it need one? Probably not.
I mean, there's a rumor in like 12 or so months they might announce the Switch 2,
Yeah.
which they've never really called any of their consoles like that, I think they do need
The
a
Switch
2.
U. It's gonna be the Switch.
Ooh, that's bad. But I think they need to keep to the Switch. Just update it, 4K, whatever, all that good stuff, 60,
Right.
whatever. But they definitely need a update at some point. But I mean, it's not like it's hurting them. They're still top selling hardware every month, so all over the place. So.
Yeah, just keep going because that hardware will get cheaper, so they make more money.
Well, you got the light, you got LED, you got the regular, and then you got the light.
Yeah.
So they got options there for people.
Are they still making the regular one, or is it now only the OLED one?
I don't know. Might be the OLED.
Yeah. You still have one for another year, and then 24, I think, come out with a new one.
Well, perhaps.
Yeah, but 22 is looking pretty good. And if the Miko comes out, we got a Miko in our homes and make it even sweeter.
Yeah, to go along with everything else.
For us.
Yeah. So, Relic said, I'm waiting for the new Xbox Series X XXX.
The Triple X.
It's already the Triple X.
All right. Well, with that, I think it's time to put 2022 in the rear view mirror.
Yeah, it was a good year.
Yep.
It was a good year.
You've seen where we've been?
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of delays. But gaming was still good.
Yeah.
Lots of good games.
I would agree. I mean, there was good stuff to play, and then High on Life just came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, that would man.
Still
it came.
But it's,
How far in are you?
Takes me away from it. I think I have to finish the last boss. I think.
The very last boss?
Yeah.
So y'all pretty much been playing.
I did
that
Nippleton or whatever his face is called.
I'm trying to think if you'd gotten. All right, so you didn't. I'm just trying. I can't wait till you get the last gun.
I have a last gun. Is that the one that was all broken and stuff?
Yes, that's why I said at the beginning of the show, let's do it. Let's do it.
But the thing is, but that gun is still on the table. I haven't started yet.
Okay,
Once I start, I get that gun.
Okay, so now so then you will, at that point, you will start to laugh and you'll go, that's what Myke meant.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Oh my goodness.
So y'all been playing I haven't jumped in that yet because I still stuck on the Vampire Survivor and I have all the maps unlocked except for one, right? So I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like looking, I'm like, what do I gotta do? I have, you go to each map and it shows you like if you have to get a relic, it gives you an idea what to get, or if you have to last 15 minutes or 30. And I'm pretty much done all that. And then I went back and I'm like to the first stage to see if I missed anything. And it's like, so if you press start on the map and you can see where a lot of stuff is at, right? That you need locations to go to.
Yeah.
So there's one where a question mark. Well, the question marks on the maps are the coffins to where you get there and you can unlock a new character that you can play as. So I've been doing that, going through all that to see, because there's just one stage, it could be the final one, where it's just not unlocked for me. So I'm trying to figure that out. But just hooked.
I tend to play it a lot as well, but I'm not very good at it. I can only get to the highest I've gotten with any character is level 40.
Yeah, you just gotta grind and unlock. You know how where you can unlock a lot of the
where you can buy upgrades,
features. Yeah.
Yep.
Once you start
there's
getting a lot
nothing
of
for me to buy anymore. I'm just collecting gold as
Yeah, I pretty much bought everything except for the curses. Maybe I should just buy them.
Yeah, I didn't. I think you
one
can
or
turn them
two.
off, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But also, at the map at the bottom, you can play in hyper mode. Like so, I
haven't gotten that far.
Hyper mode?
I did on one. So like you're just fast. It doesn't. The enemies are not hyper, but your character is. So
well,
it's
yeah, and the
just
time
easy
goes
to-
twice as fast, right?
Yeah, because I think the main at the end, after 30 minutes, you have to deal with the death. And if you're not fast enough, he just pretty much takes over you so quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's still a lot there. I'm hooked. I love that game. If those games had come out earlier, man, those two would have been. Well, Vampire Survivor did get nominated.
It did.
Did it win? Did it win Up and Coming?
It did not. No.
It did not. No.
It did not.
So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing, and I'll jump on High Alive, hopefully, and get that done before I go back to work.
You'll get hooked on that game.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's definitely not a family game.
It is not. Do not play it around your kids. Do not.
No.
I repeat, do not play it around your kids. So
Unless you want to corrupt them.
Yeah. So I'm going to go try the Dreamcast Cowabunga collection, and I might stream it the next. Maybe I'll stream it because there's no Amico Forever tomorrow, so maybe tomorrow night.
That work?
If not tomorrow night, Thursday, but I'll definitely. I'm gonna take a look at it first, make sure it launches, and then I think I'm gonna start Immortals Phoenix Rising and see how I like that.
And also maybe this week, if y'all are down, I'm off every day. Maybe we could do a stream game night.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't know what you guys.
Call
So
of Duty. Oh, wait a second.
I don't know what you guys are doing.
You got
So,
nothing to do that with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is something interesting. I don't know what you guys are doing. We don't do anything for New Year's, right? We just, kids go to bed.
Yeah, we're not doing anything this year. Yeah, we're not planning anything.
Maybe we do a Welcome to 2023 stream. See how many people come watch us play from 10 to 1, and we just roll in. We just roll in 2023.
Pop the cork.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me probably asleep by the time Dick Clark comes on. Just kidding, he's gone. Expired, but
by the time Dick Clark comes on. Yeah, let me see.
I'm off on Monday. Well, New Year's Saturday, so.
Yeah.
Do it.
Let me see.
Stream a game.
Yeah, we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
So.
We'll hang out.
Yeah.
Yes. So Relic, you can't turn you can turn the chatter down, but you have to understand that
you can turn it up more than what it is. I was
right.
looking to turn it up more.
I know you were.
Yeah, because there was a comment like, "Oh, if you want more or less chatter, go to the settings." Like, I want more, Get my ear off. And it's like, oh, I'm already maxed out.
So when y'all say turn off, you mean the silence the weapons? Talking all the time?
Yes. You can't totally do it, but you could turn it down a little bit. I'm okay. Kenny's not my favorite gun to listen to all the time. It's not. He's not. But overall, I like Gus. And now I've destroyed the stream.
Yes.
And now the stream is over.
The stream is over. He likes Gus.
Well, maybe Relic's not into that Rick and Morty type humor.
Well, and you have to
You
be.
can turn off the language.
It gets
You can make
annoying.
them all quiet,
Yeah,
right?
you have to. You kind of have to be. That's the thing, is you got to be into that humor. So I'm into some of it. It all depends. Not all of it is up my alley, but some of the stuff is hilarious. Like I said, Gus is the man. So.
Who's Gus? Is that the one with the?
That's the shotgun. That's JB Smooth's.
Shotgun, right?
Yeah,
with
the frog.
With the discs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's JB Smooth. That's who that is. The voice actor.
Who's JB Smooth?
He was in Curb Your Enthusiasm. He was in He was in. What else was he? He was in a bunch of. He was on Saturday Night Live. He was in The Millers. He was in Spider-Man: Far From Home. He was one of the teachers.
Oh, okay.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. I'm trying to think what else
The
he
gun
was.
that I don't like is that second gun you got, that girl.
Oh, Squeezy.
I don't like Squeezy.
Yeah. I get that. I like
I like the gun for what it is, but I don't like her dialogue, etc. That's the one that I can just silence. Just put duct tape on the mouth.
Yeah. Duct tape. Knifey is funny.
Nah, yeah, I like Knifey.
Knifey is good. I like Knifey. Did you did you do the thing he wanted you to do at the beginning?
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay. Cause that's a Chivo.
Stabby, stabby.
Stabby, stabby. Did you find the MAGG boots?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's so much easier.
Still haven't found yours?
No, I'd have to play the game again.
You finished the game, right?
I did. I was able to finish it. But I would have to.
Boots. It's gonna be tough to get like all your collectibles and stuff.
I know. I've come
There's
to that.
One. Did you give the drum to the?
Yes.
Buy a drum and give it.
Yes, but I never got the achievement for that for later on.
What I've read about it is that you have to do it early on, as soon as you can, and then after each mission you come back. I think I only have one mission left. I don't know, so I probably never get that Chivo. I'm upset about it.
Yeah.
That's why I haven't played it. That's why I haven't played the game yet anymore. I haven't finished it. Like,
I'm okay with it.
I hate missable achievements. I hate that.
I know, me too. But I'm okay with. I beat it. I'm not going back.
No.
But I beat it because I did enjoy the game itself. So.
Yeah, I want to finish it too, but I'm like, each time it's like, oh, Call of Duty, let me do my dailies, and then it's like, oh, we'll hook up at Nate and we play some multiplayer games and some other guys, and then it's late, and then it's like,
Relic, the profanity is exact, but that's the Rick and Morty. So that's the whole. It's the whole point of the game, and it is an acquired taste. I totally get that. Totally get that. It's a total acquired taste. So, all right, I think we can call it here. And especially since we got a good 20 minutes
countdown to 23.
Yeah. So we'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow night. Good night, brother Relic. Tomorrow night.
Later, Relic.
Don't forget to check out. I don't know if Spooky is doing a show tomorrow. Charlie, if you're still here, you and Spooky doing a Backlord Bastards tomorrow night, because I do know there will be a Go Game Go at 8 o'clock, and if Spooky and Charlie are doing their thing at 8 o'clock, two great shows to check out. I suggest going back and forth or have them, on Fridays, hopefully the Last Iconic Games podcast, the video games podcast of the year, if Axel and company are doing theirs. And I don't know what's going on over the weekend. I do know that there's no TXR this week. There's no Amico Forever this week. So hopefully by Monday, everybody will be back into their...
Dragon's Den? Nothing? I mean, that's anything? Well, that is New Year's Eve.
That's New Year's Eve. I'm sure Brother Lemon's going to be doing something else. All right.
Yeah.
So, but hey, to everybody who has hung out with us this year, our seasoned veterans that are here every week, our new folks who have found us this year. If you found us through the Gamers United Guild, if you found us through the Amico community, if you found us through the Atari VCS community, if you found us through, one of the other retro channels that are, there's Brother Nick. If you've, found us through Geeks with Cash's channel, because I'm on Retro Roots. If you found us, however you found us, if you're a friend of Peter, a friend of Chris, and you're hanging out with us, and you've come to see us this year, thank you so much. It really means a lot to us that you're here and you decided to stick around. 2023 is gonna be a great year. We're gonna cover a lot. I know I've been working on the audio and some changes over on the couch area. I'm looking to try to start streaming a little more regularly again because I really have a fun time when I stream. I have a fun time with hanging out with people. And so, we're hoping to do more content, get more things out. I'm actually working on our 2023 trailer, and I'm working on Breakout Recharged as the next Atari VCS video. So a lot to go on here, but thank you everybody who hangs out with us every week. It really means a lot to us. And folks who are checking us out who haven't yet, we'd love you to subscribe. Come on in. Our chats are subscriber only. As you notice, one of the things that I think has gone well the last few months that we've done that is the porn bots are gone.
They don't subscribe. I'm like surprised.
I know, that's what I said. Really? I know you've even told them that we would leave their
subscribe too.
Yeah, we'd leave their comments up if they subscribed.
Yeah.
So,
Heck, and if they're really good, we might even highlight them, but hey.
Yeah, if they become channel members.
Yeah. They get a special emoji.
Yeah, but we do. You're right, Zach. We'll give them a special emoji. So I mean, we'll, I think we've done really well by doing subscriber only stream, and if you like what you see here, come and subscribe, be part of our chat. Everybody who comes and chats with us, part of our family, and we love it. This is what we're here for. So without all of you guys, I always say this, we could just go on Xbox Live and chat, but we're here to hang out with our friends and our family online. So, and with each other. So Peter, Chris, we've had a hell of a year, guys.
Mm-hmm.
And
we did.
I can't wait for the year ahead. You guys are as close to my real family as my real extended family as there is. In fact, you guys are a lot closer to me than a lot of my extended family. So, I love you guys to death. I don't know what I would do without you two. And 2023, I think, is going to rock for us.
Oh, yeah. No, it's been great. Love you, brothers. Looking forward to more NLG together. And hopefully 23, I can meet up and see you guys in person.
Oh, that's happening. We'll figure that out. That's happening. Yeah. Hey, Big Mad Mo's in the house. Thank you, brother. It's a great show. He's been lurking.
We'll hunt down a turkey.
There we go.
See, Myke has bow and arrow. Chris is going to cook it, and I'll eat
got the scouts.
There we go. There we go. Hey, let me know in either the chat or in the comments. I've been trying to work on the trying to work a bit on audio. I've seen my microphone spike a bit here and there, but I've got a limiter
You sound
on.
good here on my end through
Yeah.
Skype.
Okay.
Really good.
Yeah,
Because
mine too, so.
I've had a limiter on to make sure I don't do that. I just want to make sure that I'm not bleeding anybody's ears or doing any kind of weird, weird feedback or distortion.
Weird, Sega Dreamcast.
Yes. Hey, like I said, I worked heavily on. I worked heavily on fixing. I watched a lot of videos on microphone and OBS. I did a lot of work over there and a lot of test recordings to see. One of the big issues that I've had is the lack of ability to truly balance the game audio with the voice audio, and I think that I've got it. And then somebody gave me a tip that I never realized that you could do, where when you start talking, it automatically ducks the audio on the game. And if what I'm doing in my testing so far has gone as well as I hope, we'll see. We'll see when I do my next stream. You guys can help check. So, anyway, so thank you everybody who's been with us. Thank you to our channel members. Our friends of NLG. You guys have helped us to also be able to enhance the channel, right? Whether it's helping us with getting game titles that we can stream for you and bringing you content, but also giveaways and things like that. Giving back. None of us here take a dime for the $2 a month that you guys generously give us. None of us pocket any of that. That goes right back into the channel. It will continue to go into the channel. Also helps us with through our giveaways and being able to buy our merchandise. That helps out Jay Williams, our graphic designer, who I've always said everything you see on the screen really belongs to him as far as the graphics, and he's never taken a dime for it. So every time we can buy a shirt, a hat, some sort of merch to give back to you, to the community, we're helping everybody all around, and it makes us feel really good. So, Paramplux says, question, I get Workstation for free, so can I use it for home things? There's a 128 gig SSD in it. Is that enough for streaming with OBS Elgato? I get a Workstation free. It depends. The solid state drive is not necessarily the thing you need to look for. The two things you really want to look for the three things you want to look for streaming: your CPU, your RAM, and your video card. So, Pluck, give us, either Peter or I or Chris, give us the DM us in Twitter the specs of this workstation. We'll definitely let you know if it's stream able. So, hey, Luke's Awakening, who was here earlier, he's actually streamed on a Atari VCS, so it doesn't take a whole lot. So.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So, all right. So I've rambled enough. Thank you, everybody. Peter, Chris, great as always.
It was good. Yep.
Always, yes,
Yep.
indeed.
So, have a great week, everybody. If we don't, we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you before the end of the year. But everybody have a great New Year. Hopefully, you've got something fun planned. And hey, if you're not going out, because why? Maybe come hang with us New Year's Eve.
Because Dick Clark is no more, come hang out with us.
Bingo. So,
Bingo.
Thank you, everybody. Pick up a controller, get some gaming in. I'm gonna go play a little Dreamcast before bed. Have a great night, everybody. Play on, gamers.
Game on, guys.
Adios, gamers.